Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
SM Marketing Communications is not only a marketing communications company. They also provide web content management, social media marketing, video and audio production, advertising, not-for-profit marketing management, and community outreach and engagement. Want to learn more about SM Marketing Communications? Call area code 314-339-7662. That's 314-339-7662. That's SM Marketing Communication.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in. So.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Let's go. You know what I have to do? Oh, what you like? Come on, listen, DJ. That's why I meant to do instead of doing DJ 12-year-old at the end. I should have did that. DJ Johnny Rip, let's go. All y'all, DJ Johnny Rip. Let's go. Let's go. How long is it?
He just walked out the frame.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Hey, good morning, Jay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my Sean and the Takeover. Sean got just waking up, and that's Jay Black.
Yeah, Shiny and Jay.
And refreshed today. Look like you had a good night's sleep.
I'm up. Yeah, I had a good night's sleep, good weekend. I'm up. I'm ready. I'm here. I think we should be full strength tomorrow. I think everybody be back tomorrow. I think Mo's traveling today. Mike got some traveling stuff going on. I think everybody should be back tomorrow. It'll be all four of us. We ain't seen all four of us in a minute. So that'll be good tomorrow, hopefully.
Well, it'll be five of us because we'll have another DJ. Shout out real quick, DJ Johnny Rip out of Dallas, for giving us our Mellow Monday mix. He flies all over. I think Rip just got back from Miami. Matter of fact, he did some parties there. And if you are a DJ and you want to put your 5 minutes, get your 5 minutes of fame here, all you got to do is hit us up at info@Media Room 360.
Yeah, we'll work out whatever kinks that was too. I just can't ignore that. But yeah. All right. So yeah,
it was just loud in here, Jay. It was just loud. That's all. It was loud.
I'm with the audio.
But Jay ain't a producer. He ain't the producer.
I don't produce. You're right. He's
the executive.
Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah, what's up? What up, Mark? Mark said, "Good morning, family." Afro to the Queen. Afro Queen is up with us. Yeah, Camari should be joining us too.
In a little bit.
Yes, our tax expert, our financial rebel. Yeah, we should have some fun with him.
Well, let's find out what you said. You had a good weekend. So what did you do? What you do last night?
First thing I did, I woke up and I was happy. I was happy that I woke up. Yesterday I went lawnmower shopping. It's because of Camari. I went and was looking to buy a lawnmower because I guess my lawnmower. Because he's responsible for doing taxes and had me thinking about taxes and getting all my receipts and stuff together, stuff I usually don't do. So my lawnmower broke. My lawnmower broke literally 2020. So I started letting these people cut my grass, and I looked at my receipts for last year. $32 every week adds up, and before you know it, you spend a darn near $1,000 just about. And I said, wait, why am I paying somebody $1,000? I just buy me another lawnmower and do it myself. So, that got me in that mindset and actually looking at the numbers. So I went lawnmower shopping, and I think I settled on one. And then
did you get the one that you ride on, or you got the one that you got to get behind and push?
That's what I'm going for. No, I'm going for the ride on one, but they out of stock. The one that I need, that I want. So I got to figure out how to. So
your yard is that big that you need a riding lawnmower. You was only having to pay about $35.
Yeah, I talked them down to $32 a week.
And they did the front and the back?
Front and back. Mm-hmm.
Jay, that's really not bad. But you got a yard like that.
But I save it my own if I do it myself. In the long run, why pay somebody else every year? And I mean, I'm not investing in anything. I'm losing. So that's just my thought process. So I'm just doing myself. I know that's what I said. I said that the first couple of weeks. And then at the end of the season, then when you add it up and you see it's like 9 something. Either way, call me cheap, call me what you want. But I'm doing it myself. Ashley, good morning. Yeah, and then me and my boy, what did we do? We went to the stores. It's good to hang out with your son because people look at you differently. I swear people look at you differently when they see a father and a son going around. I don't know why. It's all in my head. I may be thinking that, but we ran the streets together because I be thinking they be like, oh, he's just a weekend dad, but I'm not. But anyway,
yeah, that is the thought sometimes because usually mom is with the kids. Yeah,
I had to talk them down. Yes, we stopped.
$32.
Yeah, I did. They did. They wanted us to look, Playboy. Look, this is what we can do.
How much did they originally want?
If they wanted like 40 something, 40, 45, and then I got them down, and then I was going for like 25, and then we settled at 32. I know it's a weird number. But we settled it.
25 is what we pay here in Texas, and that's not a yard that you ride on. That's front and back. That's a pretty, decent. Those are decent sized yards, but you don't have to ride a riding lawnmower to do it. You can just get out. That's $25. So $32 front and back, and you have a yard big enough that you can ride a lawnmower in. Come on, Jay.
Nah, well, call me cheap. Call me what you want to call me.
Come on, Jay.
Well, did I say good morning, Ashley Newman? Good morning,
Ashley.
Good morning, Kelly. Mustafa. That's my niece, by the way. That's my niece right there.
Good morning.
Everybody. So that's what it was. And then his Nintendo Switch broke. And kids and their electronics is a big deal. You can't have a broken Nintendo Switch when a kid is addicted to it and not try to replace it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, so had to get all this stuff figured out. But it was a good weekend. I felt like I got a lot of stuff done. I'm excited that the spring is here. So the weather should be completely forgot. When I saw that it was too late. But spring is here. Spring is here. And
here it was a pretty good weekend here. The weather was good. It got cool at night. A lot of things were going on. Took the girls a couple places. Did a lot of media room work. We have some things on, and today we're actually going to be with a couple of the how do I want to say this? A couple of the industry. Some of the big wigs in the industry. We're getting together and coming up with some stuff. So some things are around the corner for us.
Oh, nice. Is that like Illuminati? You got to be part of it to.
If you want to call it the Illuminati, you call it whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we got.
Y'all getting together, working some things out.
A nice meeting that some people want to sit down and have with myself and Bink to discuss some future projects for the Media Room 360.
I know you was talking about some stuff too when you was. What did you do this weekend first? How was the girls?
Well, we took them a couple places. We went out, did some things. The aquarium and. Well, somebody got their hair done. Who got their hair done?
Like what aquarium? Like fishes and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, the Dallas World Aquarium. So they have fish, they have birds, they have turtles, they have rabbits, they have little cats. Oh. They used to have a tiger there, but I think that's a bobcat they have in there now.
Oh, that's good. Something nice.
Sharks. Yeah, they have sharks. Alligators, crocodiles. Crocodiles were huge. Yeah, we did that, and a bunch of other nightlife stuff.
Was mountain bike there? Did mountain bike attend with y'all, or did the wig man? He was there.
Of course, he was there.
Dang, does he let y'all do anything by yourself? Jesus, like he always with y'all. But go ahead.
Occasionally, he lets us do stuff. I shouldn't say that.
He lets y'all. See, I
don't let y'all. Don't say that. But I mean, no, he likes to do stuff. Good morning, Tam. He likes to. He likes us all to do stuff. So, and then I work so much, so he's always like, "You need to chill. You need to relax. I got this." But I had to work this weekend, so I had a couple of places to be out that nightlife again. Like I had to get back into that. Mm-hmm. Not getting home till 4:00 in the morning. I said, "Whoa, what am I doing?" I thought I got past my club days.
I'm hanging out late night. So what up, Trendsetter? Let's say Mike should be back tomorrow. Sexy Mo. I want to see all four of us on the screen again tomorrow. I think it should be tomorrow. It should be fun.
Tomorrow, everybody will be back tomorrow.
But Camari today. Going to talk a little taxes to see. I don't know what's going on. I saw something about mortgage rates are going up, so I figured, okay, that's the prices of houses should be coming down. I'm thinking that's what that means. So I asked Camari about that. Also, you were talking about some upcoming shows on relationships and single people and stuff like that. And I saw this game. It was asking some questions, and I laughed at the questions. And I said, oh, maybe I can ask Shani like some of these questions. It's like for couples. They got so many different card games out there.
Okay, so what you got?
And this was Afro Queen. What up? She said, "What up?" The trendsetter. All right, so here's one of them. I'm gonna play this, and let me see if you'll be honest.
How many times have you had sex on the first date?
Once. It was with you. I swear on my mama, I ain't never had sex on the first date. Besides the time I first met you, and we was in the car, and yeah.
It's a lie for me.
So I'm a hoe. No, you trying to act like I'm a hoe. It was the first. All right, bro, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Believe what you want to believe.
Oh God!
Why he have to call her a hoe for that?
No, she said you acting like I'm a hoe. The question was, how many times have you ever had sex on the first date?
On the first
and she
date?
claims it was only with her. I mean, with him.
Okay, but why is it so hard for you to believe? Why is it so hard for you to believe? I mean, I know people that have sex on the first date. I know people that have sex when they ain't even got to have a date. They just crack their legs open because they just that desperate. But not me, but I'm just saying. And and then at the same time, I guess maybe it's not desperate if that's what they want to do. They grown, they do what they want to do.
They grown, yeah. Ain't never, but I guess the stigmatism and I guess for people, oh, that's a hoe. Like she said, you trying to act like I'm a hoe? Because so for her, it was if I did it more than once. What kind of question is that? Afro Queen said, let's play it again, because I thought it was a legit question. If I'm playing a game, that's a deeper way to figure out and understand your spouse or your new person you're dating. It was,
how many times have you had sex on the first date?
Once. It was with you. I swear on my mama, I ain't never had sex on the first date. Besides the time I first met you, and we was in the car, and yeah.
It's a lie for me.
So I'm a hoe. No, you trying to act like I'm a hoe. It was.
I'm a hoe. No, you act like I'm a hoe. But yeah, I thought that was
so.
funny.
Pause. Because we not about to act like ain't no elephant in the room. And I'm trying, but what you're not gonna do is be disrespectful in my house. That's what's gonna happen. Now, I ain't talking about you, Jay. Okay. I've worked damn hard to build media, and I'm gonna say this like this, and I'm gonna say it one time. And if I have to, I'll go into full detail. But what ain't nobody gonna do is disrespect me in my house. Okay. I worked very hard to build this platform. And what you don't get to do is shit in my house and think that it's okay. That's what's not gonna happen. Now we can keep this on a professional level, or else somebody else can show up. But you do not get to come in my house and shit on my floor and think that it's okay. And and that's what I'm gonna say about it right now. And who I'm talking to knows exactly who I'm talking to. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to say. You don't need to be here because you said everything you needed to say on social media. Okay. Now I talked to you behind the scenes and you took it there. So don't come in my house with no bullshit. Because this ain't what you want over here.
But say if they bring their own toilet paper, like
I don't give a shit.
If they bring their own, no, okay.
I don't give a shit. Don't fucking play with me and mine.
Took me left. All right.
Okay.
Right. So sometimes we gotta air things out. I get it.
And I'm not gonna sit here. Now at first I was okay with it. Okay. I'm cool. I want to see everybody eat. Everybody just can't eat at my table. So go do you, boo. Do well. You just can't eat over here. And I've addressed it, and it's my third time addressing it. Okay.
All right.
Hope you do well. Wish you the best. But this is what we not gonna do. And don't nobody listen. And the people that know. So don't come on here acting like it's cool. And I mean that. We not gonna play them games. I can't play fake with nobody. Now I didn't have no problem.
Well, let's air it out. No.
Until some stuff was put out, because if you got to do that,
oh God, You might want to leave the room. Yeah, I just wanted to know if Shani had sex. How many times on the first date did she have sex? I mean, it was a couple's game, and I thought that was fun. And I mean, I got a couple other questions, but wow, all right, yeah, Shani can't be fake. She can't hold it back. She don't want to play that game, and I get it. Transparent, being open and addressing
I
something.
don't, because I'm not that chick. I'm not that chick. I am not that chick, and I don't do business like that. And I've worked too hard, and then I'm not gonna let you disrespect other people that are part of this. And when you start doing that, and it becomes a problem, because really, what happened last week, had Mike been here, your feelings really would have been hurt because it would have been done on air. Now am I lying, Jay?
No.
So we happy that Mike went here and that went down.
All right. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm all for it, speaking your mind, and sometimes I'll be like, maybe not.
No, I mean, we already had a conversation about this. No, don't play me. And the other thing is, turn that off, because I'm about to have a Mike moment, and it's really a Shawnee moment, because this is my shit. Okay, this industry is too small for you to do stuff like that. You never know when you're gonna need somebody. Okay, you're not even established yet, and some people are just sitting here playing nice with you. Now I care 100 with you, because I'm gonna say what it is, and I don't care. I'm gonna say exactly what it is. I don't care how you take it. I don't care what comes back. That's how I treat everybody here. I am always 100, completely honest. Now, there's some other people around you that ain't said what it is. So I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Okay, go get your own platform. Let me see you put up 20 racks and you build out everything I built out. Then I'll be a monkey.
All right. Maybe we play a song and come back, play a clip. Like, as much as I want to play around, I want to probe. I want to be me and be news, but I know this is something serious, and
it's not even that it's serious. It's just I'm fucking come to my house and shit on my floor. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that and act like it's okay. Wish you the best. Hope you eat, but you just not eating over here.
That's how I handle some issues, though. Sometimes I act like
you ate enough here.
When me and my wife argue, I try to act like the next day like it didn't happen. I'll be trying to keep.
Well, I tried to do that, but I ain't listen. You don't get on here and start all that high shit and listen. You know how to contact all these people. Contact them on your own. Don't get on my platform with that. Period.
Yeah. I guess boundaries matter.
Now, if we need to talk, you know where I'm at. You know how to find me.
I woke up and
I'm outside every day. I ain't hiding.
True. Yeah, as a black woman, building your own brand is a big deal, and I get it. It's a whole lot. I get. I get it, and
it is. And then people like when people come and they like, oh, I want the whole podcasting thing. The podcasting and radio, do you want to be in it? Before you get in this industry, okay, a lot of y'all don't know what y'all stepping into. You really don't. Number one, podcasting, this is not the industry. This is some hobby shit that some of y'all start because you really don't know what goes into it. And then when you don't have the proper etiquette, people see that. People see that. They might not say something to you. Now, I'm going to say something to you. I'll call, especially females in the business. I try to pull them to the side or, girls that want to be in and say, listen, this is how it is. Because one thing you're not going to hear about Shawnee, one thing you will never hear about Shawnee from anybody in this industry is that she slept her way to the top. She cheated her way to the top. You're not going to hear none of that shit. What you going to hear is Shawnee ain't the one to play with. Shawnee be on bitch mode. Shawnee about her business. We call Shawnee when we need something fixed. And no, I didn't lay down with nobody. And I know a lot of people that do. Because what you don't understand as a woman in this business, either these men and some broads now, they either trying to fuck you or they trying to fuck over you. Or in my case, most of the time, they was trying to get me the fuck out of the way. So, listen, I'm almost 30 years in this game. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Take yourself on, get yourself together for what you got to do, and boo boo, I wish you the best. But don't fucking play over here. And whoever else is offended by it, you don't like it, you won't get on that train. Hey, I done lost people that I cared about. That meant the world to me, and guess what? I'm okay. So it ain't even that serious. Ain't no just lost one. Just get your shit and go. Just go.
Just get out of here.
When after we had a conversation behind closed doors on business, and then you hop on social media and put what you put, that was it. We had nothing else to talk about. You said you drew your line in the sand.
I hate when I see people air out family members and there's other issues, and they go to social media and you hit them up like, yo, take that down. You're doing way too much.
You drew your line in the sand. That was on business. And I know when I did business with you, I know I paid for everything. I know I paid for everything. I ain't asked for nothing for free. When I did business, I did business. So don't fucking play on my platform. Don't come in my fucking house. That's to anybody. Take this memo. Don't fucking come in my house and think you gonna shit on my floor and it's okay. And don't think that you gonna fuck with any of my people either.
Word. Did I hit word? I did say word.
Because yes, I am the leader of this, and I am very protective of everybody that's on my platform. And you will not disrespect me, nor will you disrespect any of them.
She's the Mike Bivens of this. Yeah. Media Room 360, we here, baby. We having some fun, airing things out, getting ish off your chest. Matter of fact, get it off your chest Monday. Anybody got something they want to get off their chest? Let me send the link out. Anybody got anything y'all want to get? I'm gonna tell you right now,
you don't want to jump on this link.
Anybody want to air something out? We're gonna send out y'all the link. Matter of fact, I ain't got the link, Sean. You didn't send it. I don't have it. But I want to send the link. No, you didn't send me the link.
Okay, well, we don't need to send the link. No, I put the link up there, but
put it in your comments. Somebody pissed you off. Man, I feel like airing stuff out. I'm trying to think what's on my mind that I want to air out. I don't know if it's co-workers in life, if it's family members, if it's your spouse, whoever y'all want to air out. God darn it, air it out. Yeah, Don, you missed it. So whatever you want to air out, Don, you can come on too. Talk your ish, Shiny. That's what Tam said. You know, Tam ride.
But now this is real. This ain't shit. This is the real deal. This ain't This is what it is. This is in stone. I mean that. Moving forward. And Tamara know. She already know how I am about what I've created and anybody that is involved. I will protect you to the end, even if it's you that. You know, if something happened, that's the thing. Like with this person, they was doing stuff, and I done pulled you to the side and been like, "Okay, listen, this is not how we do this. This is how you do." You know, giving you game. How many people gave you game in the industry, Jay?
Nah, you gotta figure that out.
How many people gave? Nah, they'll set your ass up, have you out there with your ass out, and make you figure it out. So, girl, fuck you. Don't. We might need to change the subject.
Yeah. Good morning, Jack. I'm in the air it out mode now. No,
you want to know if I done slept with somebody on the first date? How many people I slept with on the first date?
Oh, we could go back to okay. All right, let me play it again because there's people that wasn't here. Let's play. Okay. So Shiny was talking about doing stuff for couples and single people down the road, and for some reason I swear they be listening to my phone. The powers that be, because I'm scrolling and then here goes this card game, and it was asking questions to couples for you to get to know each other a little better, and then it was like 3 questions I saw and I got. So here was the first one right here.
How many times have you had sex on the first date?
Once. It was with you. I swear on my mama, I ain't never had sex on the first date. Besides the time I first met you and we was in the car and
It's a lie for me.
So I'm a hoe. No, you trying to act like I'm a hoe. It was the first. All right, bro, whatever. I don't give.
So yeah, she said she only had sex for first time with her current dude on ever. That's the first time that ever happened. He said it's the lies for me. So I mean, you getting a new couple. So Shiny, if you and your mountain bike wig man, y'all was having that game and he asked you that question, that card came up, what you gonna say, Shiny? How many times you had sex on the first date?
Never.
you never had a one night stand. See, here go the lie. Is the lies for me. So now I gotta believe you. My wife get mad when Shani say something. You better stop calling her a liar. If she says she's 38, who are you to say she's not? And so I gotta believe you if you say you never had a one night stand before. So you said never, ever. You thought about it though.
Well, I thought the question was how many times have you had sex on the first date?
Yeah.
A date and a one night stand is the same thing.
Oh, well, good point.
Is that the question?
Because I look at it, you just met somebody and you smashed. I look at that as
that's a date.
First time. Well, technically, if he spent some bread on you, it's a date.
No, that ain't no date. If you
bought you one drink, I spent bread.
At the club, do you don't go Erica? Together. Y'all just meet there, you there, he there, and somebody buy somebody a drink and y'all go back to that. Ain't no date.
So all right, so how did you get the note? So y'all meet there and then y'all set up a date, y'all start talking on the phone, and then y'all go on an official first date. So that's the date you're talking about, not when you first link up. It's the after the fact. So you never went and had sex on the very first date, official date. I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you wanted to.
How many times you had sex on first date?
Oh, I guess that's
Matlock.
Yes. I caught that pivot. I caught that.
Matlock. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a guy. It happens. What are you talking about? Like,
what does it matter? Okay, let's talk about that. What does it matter?
I got the next question. We can go to the next question.
No. If you are a guy or a female,
it is
females can do that. I mean, I know females that do that. And
then they call it a hoe. They're perceived as a hoe.
But why they got to be a hoe? They got needs too.
I hear you, and I get it. And
but it's okay for you to be out here smashing everything and move.
It is okay for a guy to be knocking everything down. Yes. You want the harsh reality?
I don't think so. But one wants to do that. That's her business. And if
everyone watching,
that's her business too.
They know if they I just like women to be honest with their accounts and stuff like that. How many they've been with, if they did it on the first date, but that's just it. Never.
But
happened.
When we tell y'all don't believe it. So like everybody, just like every man ain't out there knocking women down on the first date.
Born.
Every man ain't out there.
Every man ain't trying to have sex on the first date.
Yeah, every man ain't.
Every man ain't trying.
Every man.
That's the goal. What are you talking about? Did I miss something? See, this is where I need another male's perspective. Did I miss something?
Every man ain't. Every man is not a dog. Every man.
That don't make you a dog if you try to.
But every man ain't out there doing it. They might want to, but some of them got better self-control than other ones. Wait a minute, this is school calling.
Yeah, answer the school because.
Oh, it's a recording.
Oh, they late or they cut? Did they not show up? Because usually that's when you get that call.
No, they probably saying come back to school. Today is the first day back at school. Let's see.
You had sex more than 5 times on the first date.
Yeah, it's a welcome back to school from spring break.
A day. Scholars will report to first period. Doors open at 7:50 a.m. Breakfast is served from 8 o'clock to 8:15.
I hear.
Considered late after 8:20. Scholars must wear their grade level uniform.
Okay, they'll be there.
On that same thing, we got to have more. Mo comes on the show. I want to talk about actually in Philly. They changed the school times to 9 a.m. for start times for next year. So that means they give kids more time to wake up because 7 something in the morning, that's too early. They're not energized. They're not getting that 4-8 hours of sleep. And so that's a whole topic that I want to get on when we have Mo and her therapy hat to see if going to school later for kids is actually better or worse, but that's what's happening in Philly.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand his comment. He has more than 5 times on the first date. Oh, 5 dates. If you did it more than 5 times, is that person a hoe? I mean,
I don't think you're a hoe after the first time, personally. But go ahead.
So you think after 5 times they're a hoe?
No, I don't think that whole period. I mean, everyone's grown can do what you want to do. Just the female choose to have sex with you because y'all have full control. If they choose to have sex with you, and accept it, enjoy it, and keep it moving as an adult. Don't look at the person as a hoe. I mean, but I know there are some scenarios where I will look like, oh, she ain't wifey. So I, so it has a double-edged sword with that.
I don't know.
And thanks, Don, for being honest. He said when I was in them streets, I was trying to knock everything down. Slow your roll. What up? What up? What up?
Good morning, Slow.
Slow your roll.
Good morning, Slow.
I love that DJ Mix Friday, by the way. I see we got Camari in the waiting room. We can
Camari is here.
Wait, it was one other question too. Actually, it was three. But here, I'm gonna play this next one.
People looking at us would say she could do better, or why is he with her? Choose one. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, why is he with her?
No. I can do better if you know that.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Camari.
Good morning.
I don't know if you saw that.
Good morning.
We was playing a couple games, Camari.
God.
What up, y'all? Morning.
Oh my God.
So what would they say, Camari? They saw you and your better half. They gonna say, man, he could do better. No, why is he with her or she could do better?
I thought that was his sister. Like he hesitated real quick. So clearly he wasn't happy, right? I mean, the only answer is to be, what was it?
Who could do better? Because you could do better. Why is he with her?
It was wise. Yeah. Why is he with her and she can do better? Either one or the other.
She could do better. That's the only answer. If that's your lady, if you want to have a good night.
But what's the real answer, Camari? We are truth searching today.
Hey, she looked like she was a cutie, so I why is she with him? That's what I'm going with.
No, for you. The question is for you and your significant other.
Oh man, y'all not jamming me up with my wife. Like I said, I already know the answer's going to be. She could do better. Why is she with him? Clearly, I won.
So is Camari being truthful, Jay?
Absolutely not. But he's trying to play safe face because we give the female so much power. Me and my wife had this debate too yesterday about why is it always happy wife, happy life. We had got
that's wrong. I don't agree with that.
We got into this whole thing, about that. Hey, everybody want to appease the women, but it's levels to it, and there's a balance that needs to be also spoke on. And so when you hear that, he's just doing it to make his wife happy. That's all.
No, that's well. So one, I don't agree with happy wife, happy life. It's supposed to be happy us, right? But I'll say this though, and I know it's supposed to be all fun and games. The laws, all the rules are written by the men. So do women really have all the power? I'm just saying. But I'll
y'all be playing games and stuff.
I'll ruin the joke real quick, so you don't want to get me in on this.
Good morning, Patrice. I had another one. Maybe we'll get on it today or another day. But we got you here. It's tax season. It's the financial rebel. Happy Monday. I don't know what's going on in the tax world. I just know I made my taxes deadline being a business owner, S Corp and all that stuff by March the 15th. So I won't have any late penalties coming to me. So I'm excited for that. But what are you saying now? People getting their taxes done, are they getting them back in time? I know it's a backup. Is they caught up? Are any hurdles with people trying to verify receipts? Anything that people should be worrying about before this was April 15th deadline?
Listen, the IRS is still backed up. They're still having problems. The commissioner of the IRS just testified before Congress last week. I think it was Thursday. And said that they're still backed up. So I would just still get all your stuff in as soon as possible. If it is a little bit delayed, just be patient because there's still a big IRS backup. There's still a tax return backup.
All right. So it's still a backup going on.
Yeah, so over like 7 million returns haven't been processed. So COVID has wrecked everything. They're trying to hire more people. That takes time. Everything takes time. What
else is going on? I saw mortgage rates was going up. So I was like, yes, Yes, mortgage rates are going up, so that means the prices are coming down.
Why are you saying yes? Oh, well,
that's the thought process, right? Because it can't be both up. The prices of houses can't be overpriced, and the mortgage rates is really, really low. They got to offset, right?
So, like the average home in America right now is like 330,000 ish, round off $1 or $2. But interest rates are definitely high. I talked to one mortgage broker last week. He said he quoted something like 4.6%. And just to give you, something to compare to, about 12 months ago, they were doing mortgages for 2.75%. So that's a big jump. That's a big jump. But I don't think home prices are going to fall in lockstep with interest rates going up, because there's still a shortage. There's still a shortage in homes. So that's why we're seeing there's a shortage of home, and there's a shortage in like lumber and electrical devices and all kinds of things. So we're not going to see home prices fall that quick.
So people, I guess they were putting their houses up just because they're getting 50 to 60 over, I guess the asking price or the comps in that area. So I guess if that levels out, they're not going to be putting their homes up for sale. Is that where you're going to?
So what's happening is the Fed Reserve isn't subsidizing the mortgage market anymore. So I think that is going to slow the pricing of homes or the sales of homes. But I don't know if the prices are going to fall that quick. We're going to have to see, but I don't think they're going to fall within the next year or so. I think it's going to be some time before we see something really fall out of whack like that.
All right. So what was the last thing you hit on your show? Like, give us an area that people should be worrying about. I don't know. Don't bore us with the crypto talking about.
What you mean? I don't bore you with the crypto. People like crypto.
With the crypto, with the
they call me the crypto hater, right?
You the crypto hater.
They call me the crypto hater.
Yeah, I don't be understanding that stuff, and it takes too much for me to try to get it. It's like either I invest money here or I don't, or I'm one of those people. But give me something that you can break down that people won't, that keeps people in, or you can speak their language. You can, even if it bores them a little bit, you can put it in simpler terms. Give me another analogy to understand it when it comes to this finance thing.
I mean, Bitcoin is crypto, right? I don't think crypto is going away anytime soon. I am not the guy to like preach about crypto either, though. But I think everybody should be looking at least Bitcoin at the very least.
So you suggest everyone should look to consider investing in Bitcoin?
Yes, look. It's not a recommendation to buy or sell. This is only for entertainment, educational purposes only. But I would say look at it. Look at it.
Because that's the future.
That's the future. Blockchain is the future.
And then within the Bitcoin, it's figuring out what ones have the potential to really take off. Like if it was electric cars 10 years ago, that would have been the one, electric cars, because that's the one that's probably off doing it.
Yeah, but Bitcoin is the one though, right? So there's Ethereum, Litecoin, a whole bunch of others, but Bitcoin is the biggest one. So I would look at Bitcoin.
You can invest just in Bitcoin, just as the name. I thought it was different categories under, like Bitcoin is the house, and then you got all the rooms inside that you can go for. So it's Bitcoin as a whole. You want to look in.
So blockchain is the house. Bitcoin is the biggest house inside of blockchain.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Got it.
Yep.
So I should look into blockchain and then Bitcoin. I don't know. That's why I just say, Camari, I got $100. Where do I put it? If I got $200, where do I put it?
Just open up your Cash App. Go to and buy $100 for Bitcoin if that's what you want to do. Not a recommendation for the audience, though.
Because you don't want that. So if I open up my
I don't want no
Cash App,
smoke. I don't want no smoke.
Open up my buy Bitcoin. It says 41,180.
There you go. So you can buy a little bit today. You can buy as little as $1, or as much as that whole $100 you got.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. All right. And then just watch it, and then it should grow in theory.
Over time. I mean, but it's going to go up and down. Everything's going to go up and down at some point.
Buy it, set it, and forget it, in a sense. All right, what else is going on in tax world, finances? What people should know? I know we're going to do a modified show today. I'm excited to get everyone back tomorrow, though. All four boxes, all four of us are going to be here. All four of these people right here. All four of us. You like that? Lady Q made this mug for me.
I do. Yo, Lady Q is getting busy.
Yeah. She got all 4 of us on the mug. I don't drink coffee though, but yeah.
Nah, I ain't had my coffee. I drink coffee, so I need one of those mugs. How do I get one of those mugs? Or is that a special edition?
That's a great question that you just asked.
Is that a special edition?
Nope. She can. Yeah, she do custom stuff. So you go to wokeupinspired.com. As soon as I find the website, I'm gonna put it up there.
Well, isn't it wokeupinspired.com?
Yeah, it goes wokeupinspired.com. You can get whatever custom gear. Shout out to Leah Frazier. I think she just put another order in for a couple pieces. Yeah, and anyone that supported over starting her. I really want to say this show really encouraged my wife and any business owner to start their business. I don't think if it wasn't for this show, she would have started this business and it pick up. Because of the supporters from this show is what gives her that motivation. To be honest, that's what got everything going.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I can't even front everybody that's ever. I used to keep a list of all the names. Tam, Mark, Queenborn, Jacqueline, Stacy Mitchell, Suave, J. Marie, Leah Frazier, Afro Queen, Sexy Mo, TP. I know I'm sure I used to keep a list of every time somebody brought it right here. But no, I appreciate y'all. And yeah, you just go there, you get your custom gear, shirts, mugs, whatever the case may be. So, but that's her business. But that's what you talk a lot about is
I love it.
Starting your own business and being confident. And because she quick to, I'm out. I ain't doing this. It ain't taking off like I wanted to take off. And then it's like, bam, an order coming. Adrian, my family member, she ordered 10 shirts for a birthday because, it was, a birthday party and get every son's birthday or mom's, whatever, or the birthday kid. And it's like, oh, she's back energized again. So I guess starting a business can be tough for some people, but you encourage to fight through, right? I'm assuming.
Absolutely. What's that shirt that you got on?
Well, no, this is a Kevin Kersey. The hoodie, yeah, I try to support everybody. Kevin Kersey is like Black Wealth.
Black Wealth Building. Okay.
Yes, Black Wealth Building. But Lady Q, you see, she got the Woke Up Inspired apparel gear. She even got a Woke Up Inspired mug too, Camari.
Hold on, you moving it too fast. I can't. My eyes can't focus that fast. There we go.
Let me see.
I like that. But I like the name though. I like the name Woke Up Inspired because a lot of people don't wake up inspired. A lot of people wake up sad. A lot of people wake up depressed.
Well, if you're financially strapped, I could see how that could be a struggle.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. People that tend to be able to see the good in the moments and able to find the joy in the moments tend to win overall. I mean,
say that one more time.
People that are able to find the good in the moments, even in the bad moments, tend to win over time. Because what's the saying? Your attitude determines your altitude. So if you can maintain a positive attitude in spite of everything that's going on, good, bad, or indifferent, you're still going to be able to see the opportunities that are around us. And we all have opportunities around us.
That's so true. I agree with that because that's always been my motto. It's all right. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get through it. It's like that cat in the image. It was a cat looked like it's going up or down the steps. Like if you see it going up the steps, you're more optimistic. And down is more, pessimistic. So it's like always having that positive. So you believe in that.
Hell yeah. I mean, I can go full woo on y'all, but I won't. But yeah, but I love that Lady Q is doing that. And I love that y'all working together. Like I really love black husbands and wives working together in business. I think that's so dope.
But I'm not working. Let's be clear. Like
you're modeling, you're getting your sexy on, right?
I couldn't tell you how to make a vinyl from a screen print. I be hearing her saying things and this and that, and I don't be knowing. But but I guess I am supportive, and financially I help support, and
you're promoting it there on the show, right?
And I promote, yeah. So I do ride with her, So you say you like seeing this. So I just want to encourage her to, follow a dream. If you got a passion for something, for people, anybody, you got a passion, just go for it, do it.
Especially Black women. I know there's a whole bunch of talk about who should make more money, the guy or the gal, like the man or the wife. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If y'all are evenly yoked and y'all rocking together, money doesn't matter. Because when the money comes in, y'all going to do whatever y'all need to do with it and keep it pushing. But if you're not yoked, that's when the problems come in. Again, I could go.
The money don't matter part. The money do matter.
Who makes more money? So if Lady Q's business blows up today and she's doing $100,000 of orders a day, I'm thinking that might be more money than you're making. So does that make you feel any less than a man?
it would make me want to be more a part of it, be part of the journey.
Well,
I would honestly, I would feel a little like, wait, because then it's like, don't get cocky with the whatever, and you can do this. I don't need you, because I think that's a fear for some men.
Fear. Oh, great word, fear. So that's a fear. So can you really be successful and have fear all in the same thing? And if you're fearful that your lady's going to blow up like the World Trade, are you really supporting her in the best way you should?
Well, I think you are, because you're there from the beginning. It's the ones that may come already.
No, just because you're there from the beginning don't mean you're supporting her the way that she should be. Right? See that
somebody just said, talk about it, Camari, because this dude over here or their ex. Go ahead.
No, I just call it like I see it. And that's why I'm the rebel, right? Because I don't agree with common day, quote unquote, stuff. I mean, you've known me forever, Spank. Called the old day. The old day came out. Jamal, you've known me forever, right? So I don't always.
Just Jay.
I'm good. I've never gone along just to get along. Like, I do believe in thinking. Like, we need to think through some of these things, and a lot of times people are afraid of thinking. And if you just question some of the stuff, Black women right now are the leaders in the households, not because they don't want to follow a Black man, but because of some of the things that happen. But if a Black man's there, or a man, right? I don't want to get too racial. If a man is there and the man has provided trust and a foundation there for a good relationship, she will follow him, support him, rock with him, 9 times out of 10, right? Because we focus too much on the bad apples. There's bad apples on the man's side and the woman's side. But for most part, most of the women I know, they ride. They ride. So I would say support Lady Q. Hopefully she can get to $100,000 a month. That's what should be in your mind anyway. So you don't get an attitude and be fearful because she's making more money than you.
No, I would not. I mean, we ride out, so it's a different vibe for us. I would just, when I speak, sometimes I try to speak for
the people.
that other population, because somebody else is thinking that.
I know.
But when you have that support at home, it is I mean, it leads into this. I saw this other piece about a female making that much money, and I mean, a man, and the peace at home is so real to have that peace. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this clip and watch this. She talks about what you just said. Watch this.
You say that a high value man is this or that. No, value is in the eye of the person that has to pay the cost. Okay, this is the reason why there are a lot of women that will say, I don't understand why he don't want me. I got a 6-figure job. I got this type of shape. I got this, but he didn't value it. So he didn't pay the cost, because to him, that's not what he wanted. That's not what he needed. 6-figure men aren't looking for 6-figure women, by the way. 6-figure men are looking for women that can give them what the 6 figures don't. They already got the 6 figures. They're looking for something else. That's why they go find the girl that work at Wendy's. No shade to Wendy's, because, keep doing what you do. But that's why they go find the person that works somewhere where you think that's low. Why he pick her? Because she gave him peace. She gave him peace. She created a home for him. He didn't ask for 6 figures. He want peace.
When you hear that, what are your thoughts?
I think there's some truth to that. Men a lot of times aren't thinking about money when it comes to women. Women, however, a lot of times are thinking about men when it comes to money because they want security. But I think we are changing, right? Times are changing. There are more women now making more money than men, and that's very commonplace. So if Lady Q made $1 million a year, would you be Mr. Mom, Jay?
I absolutely would be. If she needed me to be stay-at-home dad, mom, dad, whatever, right. I'd be right there too.
And would that change your position as a man? Would you think any less of yourself?
To be honest, it would. I would still try to be that head of the house per se, and expect her to be submissive. But if in certain aspects of letting a man lead and not letting a woman lead, because I'm still that old school tradition, and I do believe if she ever flipped the script, there would be a problem. if she like whatever, no, I said no because I'm doing this or like, and it's not like a union, a joint decision. Yeah, that would be a problem. I think that's where some females that get that bread and make more feel over better than in a sense. So therefore, that's where the conflict comes in. It's like let a man be a man, even though you're making more money. Let him drive that car, even though you paid for it. Let like he should be driving you around. Does this make sense? What I'm saying, or am I stuck in the olden days?
I would say you're stuck in the olden days, but a lot of people go into this, right? Because I always say, well, what's old school traditional for black folks? Because what black folks old school traditional is, if you really think about it, it's some white stuff. Meaning that we want to go back to the values of the 1950s and 60s. Well, who were we emulating during those times? And again, I might be going a little bit too deep, but the idea of a woman staying home, not working, not doing anything else, that's never been the ideal situation for black people, whether it's black folks in the United States or black folks back home in Africa. Black women have always worked. Always. Forever.
But they can't throw it in the face though, right? They can't like.
No, I mean, but again, what I said earlier was about being evenly yoked. If you're evenly yoked, that's not an issue. See, the issue is like when people always ask this question, why don't we see marriages that last 50, 60, and 70 years these days? Well, number one, women didn't have to stay. Well, women had to stay 50 and 60 years ago. They didn't have the money to leave. So now we're looking at situations where it's more equitable. There's more equality in place. I'll be honest, there's a lot of times throughout my business journey that my wife made more money than me. That doesn't change my standing as a man. Because I was in business. She had to stable income.
Lady Q done walked in here with a scrunched look on her face. I don't get why. I'm saying nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing wrong today. I'm being happy.
You're saying your manhood lies in your wallet and your money?
My manhood is not based in my
wallet. No, but that's what you said.
Sure, if I were to make more money than you, and you're not confident in your manhood to lead me, then that means it's based in your wallet.
Because if you got more money than me, I can't tell you, or I can't suggest.
No, listen to me. I did not get with you for money, clearly, because I moved in with you when you were unemployed.
Facts.
So when you did become unemployed, I, in fact, was making more money than you at that moment. So I clearly did not marry you for money. I clearly don't see you as a walking wallet for your manhood. Your manhood, your ability to lead me has nothing to do with your money.
But as a man has to be a man to a certain point. And the female making more money, they get cocky.
You're a man based on how you care for your family, how you love your children, how you support me. And
talk about it. Talk about it.
Not your money.
Talk about it.
Being a man has nothing to do with your money.
But females that make more money, there are some that hold that over a man.
Okay, but I'm talking about why would you feel a way if I were to make more money than you? That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't say I would feel a way.
You just did, but you did.
I mean, if you throw it in my face, I would feel a way.
And when have I ever thrown anything in your face? Money or otherwise.
Right.
So where are you getting these thoughts at when you're referring to me?
Because I won't have any say so or any.
Once again, I do what the fuck I want to do regardless now.
So money or not. Money or not.
True.
What is the difference?
You should have just get a square to have this debate and conversation.
I got a whole bonnet on my head, okay? So I can.
Come on, Lady Q. We don't care about that bonnet.
Kamari saying speak. Kamari agree with you.
We don't care about that bonnet. Come on. We need these facts.
I didn't even say anything wrong this time, Kamari. Don't she still came in here and
tried to it's not about wrong, but there is this idea that manhood revolves around wallet. And that's just not true.
But it's true. But it is true. If we're being truly honest, it is different. If a female makes that much more money than a man, and she can dictate and tell him, well, no, shut up, or I don't want to do this, and he has, as a man, he wants to do it and he can't do it because she's shutting it down, is a balance of I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I think Lady Q just summed it up, right? Basically, she said she was with your ass when you was broke. She was telling you to shut up when you was broke, and if you got money, she gonna tell you to shut up then too. So it's the same, but it's not based on money. So and that's the thing, and that's the thing that a lot of black folks get into, and I think it's really not a conversation for black folks. That's a conversation for non-black folks that we have adopted, unfortunately. In my opinion.
Yeah, but when you get down, a stigma. It is a stigma there, though. Yeah, but as long as you can admit that.
Yeah, but when you get down to it, at the end of the day, the most successful relationships, at least that I have seen, doesn't matter who makes the money. They are a team, and so if they are a team, they're going to support, and they're going to make adjustments as teams do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like you said, if Lady Q is making $1 million a year, I'll be Mr. Mom, I'll be stay-at-home dad, I'll be the soccer dad, I'll do all those things.
So that piece is a big deal for you. Like when in that clip when she talked about, you know, the man wanting peace. That peace at home is real. It's such a real thing. To want and need that. Matter of fact, I think let me play this again because I don't think you really some people understood this part.
I caught it. I totally caught it.
Oh wait, where is it at? Here we go.
Okay, this is the reason why there are a lot of women that will say, I don't understand why he don't want me. I got a 6-figure job. I got this type of shape. I got this, but he didn't value it. So he didn't pay the cost because to him, that's not what he wanted. That's not what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
6-figure men aren't looking for 6-figure women, by the way. 6-figure men are looking for women that can give them what the 6 figures don't. They already got the 6 figures. They're looking for something else. That's why they go find the girl that work at Wendy's. No shade to Wendy's because, you know, keep doing what you do. But that's why they go find the person that works somewhere where you think that's low. Why he pick her? Because she gave him peace.
I love that.
She gave him peace. She created a home for him.
I mean, I get it.
I love that.
Oh, Shawnee's back. Hey, Shawnee.
Hey, Camari. I watched it. Yes, that lady talking about the man he doesn't want a 6-figure woman. 6-figure men don't want 6-figure women.
Very broad, peace. Very general.
You
very
want peace.
Very superficial.
Peace at home. Peace is so much more valuable. Like the fact that I know that Lady Q is holding everything down. She ain't running them streets. She ain't trying to be in the club. Like all that stuff. I want peace. I want to know I can go to work and she got everything that's taken care of. That peace.
Oh,
but a 6-figure woman can bring peace.
Yes, thank you, Shawnee. But Jay, why do I feel like you about to turn into Ralph Tresvant and talking about you need a man with sensitivity?
Because peace at home, when it ain't no stress at home, oh my God, it's so great. And I didn't know about how I never had not to be stressed at home. So she's talking about you just want to be toxic at times when stuff going, you just want to try to find something to be mad about when there ain't nothing to be mad about. Like if I'm so used to, I guess, that toxic environment, that being peaceful, stress-free is the best. I can't even front.
So is it the money that makes it stress-free?
No,
you can make 6
I think
figures.
holding the house down and being supportive and doing you still and being able to balance everything and not adding on. You add on to each other's stress, it's just going to be a shitstorm.
But here's the thing.
But how does 6 figures make? How does that just because of the amount of money that she makes?
No, I'm just talking about the peace part of it. She was going on about the 6 figures and
6 figures don't bring peace because you can make 6 figures and you can spend 6 figures. I mean, so that doesn't mean anything.
Wait a minute, what the hell is going on today? So, but a man can make 6 figures and be peaceful, but a woman can't make 6 figures and be peaceful.
No.
Women can make millions of dollars and be peaceful.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's back up.
So,
let's back up. Back up. Let's rewind real quick. Mm-hmm. So that conversation, I get what the sister was saying, but it was also a very superficial conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Because she's talking about why men and women don't work out, right? Because there's a lot of situations where you think it's the optimal situation and it just didn't work out. She might look good, he might look good, he might smell good and make money, but it just don't work. That happens all the time. The chemistry just might not be there, right? But there is this ongoing conversation talking about these high value men, whatever the hell a high value man is in that context. And that is about money and looks. Money for the man, looks for the woman. And I think it's deeper than that. If you're modeling successful relationships, it's not about money and it's not about looks because looks fade and money oftentimes goes away.
It's about the people. It's about the person. and
That's
their level of maturity and how unselfish they are going to be. It doesn't matter if she makes 6 figures, if she makes no figures.
I agree.
Because I know chicks that don't have no job and keep hell up in their house all day long, and the man goes out and he works, busts his butt, gives this woman everything, and all they do is complain from sun up to sundown, and they don't have no job. So 6 figures don't. I mean, I get tired of hearing that. Quit discriminating against the women that go out there and make it happen every day. We know how to have relationships. We want peace too. It's just we not going to accept some bullshit that's presented to us, and that's the problem.
Right.
And you women that are raising these boys, not raising them to be men, don't come telling me that I'm too strong for your boy. I am. That's why I ain't with him, because you done babied him all the time and told him stuff like this. A woman that makes whatever. It's about the person and what they decide and how they decide they're going to be in this relationship. If they have enough maturity to understand there is another human being here that has feelings as well, and we got to compromise and meet somewhere in the middle.
But guess what, Shawnee? What we saying right now, that's not good for clicks. That's not good for likes.
Well, that's the truth, though. I'm going for clicks and likes.
It's not salacious enough.
Well, no, that's some BS.
You see, Patrice said all 6 figures don't bring peace. A lot of 6-figure people are depressed and suicidal. Just because you're making, I don't know if it's low end 6 figures or high end 6 figures.
It don't matter.
It don't matter if you making 6 figures, if you making no figures. I mean, it happens all the way around. It's just, I don't know, these generalizations. It's like that, though. Hey.
And that's the problem. But you can look and see what's going on right now. This whole Great Recession. There's a lot of people opting out of work. And it's not just quote unquote low end jobs. We're talking about 6-figure jobs people don't want to go back to because they're just not happy with the position, with the money, with the lifestyle, whatever it may be. They're not happy, so they're not going back. So this whole idea of 6-figure this, 6-figure that is very, very skewed. It's lopsided, in my opinion.
I just love peace, and I just want to say, Lady Q, I love the peace. I do. I really do. I don't like drama. I don't want to be fighting. I don't want to be arguing.
Can we get a show where Lady Q's on? I want to be on that show.
Yeah.
Lady Q be on the show.
Shani, she just busted here about I can do what I like. I didn't even say nothing wrong this time. I didn't say nothing ignorant. I didn't say nothing rude.
Said manhood is not equal to your wallet size.
That's right, Lady Q. Lady Q be on it.
She said I was with you when you was broke.
No, she did. Literally, we just got fired from Hot 97, and she moved in with me. I'm on New York unemployment in a Willingboro, New Jersey house with taxes out the kazoo, not making that salary no more, and she still moved in with me. But she said she saw potential in the hustler in me and knew that I wasn't going to stay, unemployed long.
Right.
So I guess you invest in certain relationships or certain people. And,
but clearly the chemistry was there. Like, they kind of simplify it all. It just worked, right? No matter the circumstance. And so when it works, it's never about the money.
And she trusted you.
Right.
We had that conversation this weekend is because if I can trust you, like she trusts you, she knows that Jay gonna take care of it. She don't have to worry about it. And that takes a lot of stress off of the female. It takes a whole lot off.
Because the man got a lot of pressure on his shoulders too because of that, though.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah, but
that is a fact. We can talk about that. I agree with that.
The fact that she trusts you, you, she's still gonna have your back. Like if you drop the ball, she's gonna catch it. She's not gonna let the ball fall. That's the thing. She ain't like, oh, now he got to figure this out. He got to figure this. I'm not doing it no more.
I'll let Camari talk about that pressure that the man had, because a lot of people don't talk about that pressure that when you trust the man, and the man, but it goes back to, and then Camari, though, Dennis, history states a man's supposed to provide. And so now
there is a difference. Wait a minute.
We all been programmed that way too.
There's a difference between a female that trusts a man and a female that's using a man. And you got to know the difference.
That's a fact.
If she's trusting you, if she trusts you and she has that kind of faith in you, then she's gonna have your back. She's not gonna allow you to get stressed out like that. But if she's just using you, well, he got to figure that out. He the man. He the man.
I'm still
you the man.
I'm still doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not altering what I got going on.
Here's the thing, man. We have been modeling dysfunctional relationships for so long. We think they're functional. and we don't even realize it. So again, when I was talking earlier about women couldn't leave back in the 50s and the 40s because a lot of times women couldn't buy homes. They couldn't buy cars. Not because they didn't have the money, but it just wasn't allowed a lot of times. So when society is set up clearly for the man's benefit, it can be rough. It can be rough. And now women have money, women can get jobs, they can buy homes, they can buy properties. It's not the same dynamic. So no.
Some women were born men. So I mean, it's still set up for a man. I'm just saying, didn't we talk about that swimmer last week? There's a
you going off in the deep end now.
No, I'm not going off in the deep end because it's all related. It's all related. How you become like Bruce Jenner became the woman of the year, and he hadn't been a woman for 2 years. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but that's
no. It's still a man.
That's the minority. That's the no. So yes, it is still. Well, I believe it's a woman's world, but I'll come back to that. But yes, on the surface, it's still a man's world. I'm not debating that. But here's the thing: a lot of people are misogynist, and a lot of women are actually misogynist too. They just don't know it. Because they are okay with keeping these quote unquote a man should do this, a man should do that, a woman should do this, a woman should do that rules in place, where a lot of that keeps women in a certain position. So,
I mean, well, I'm one of those women. I believe that men have roles and women have roles, and if we just follow our roles, then everything is cool. But
so what's the man's role? That's what Jay was talking about. What's the man's role?
He's supposed to be the leader. And then he determines that, I mean, he determines what's going to be what most men that I'm talking about, men that I know, they take care of their household. They take care of that. That's not the woman's, that's not her issue. Now she's supposed to take care of everything in the house. That's what I saw. That's what I saw growing up.
I have a question for that, right? Shani, you're old school. You're from down south, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you got a whole gathering of people in the family that come over, where are the men at and where are the women?
I mean, we usually in separate rooms.
But the women usually are directing traffic, right? Do this, do that.
Yeah, the men will go like to the garage or they outside.
The women are cooking, but typically everything is being dictated by the woman or the women in this. If y'all ever noticed that,
she runs the house. She runs the inside of the house.
So,
but at the end of the day, it's the man's house. So what he say?
Why is it the man's house? Isn't it their house? Isn't it the family's house?
It is their house, but there is a structure in place. And for me, that's what I'm not saying everybody got to do this, but that's what I like. I like a man that's gonna be the man of the house, and whatever they say, whatever he says, go. I might not agree with it.
Okay,
but at the end of the day,
when your man says, "Shani, I'm coming home," I want you to stand on one leg and bark like a dog. That's what we doing.
Good morning, Sheree.
Hey, Sheree.
She's full of it. Shani's not doing that.
You want a big dog or a little dog?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm glad you caught that too, Shani.
No, but I mean, if he's like, hey, when I get home, I want to see X, Y, and Z. You know, I want shrimp tonight for dinner. If I can pull that off, I'm gonna do everything I can to pull it off. Now, if there's something preventing it, I'll be like, well, okay, I understand that's what you want, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because da. And
what if he cooks better than you?
If he cooked better than me?
Yeah, there we go. He
cooks better than me?
Yeah, most chefs are men. So I'm asking the question.
I don't think he's cooking better than me though. But if he cooks better than me, what? And he want to cook?
Yeah, does he cook? Who cooks?
I cook.
But what if he cooks better than you?
Well, if he want to get on the stove, he can get on the stove.
Does that change his leadership position?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so leadership isn't just about food and money, right?
No, it's not about that. It's
because that's the angle you was taking.
No, it's about directing. It's about directing and guiding the home, putting us on the right path.
I'll say this: I was always taught that the best leaders are followers. we're followers. And the best leadership always requires communication. So if you want to give it the label of communication, that's cool. But if there's no communication within the home, it won't matter either way.
I'm just picturing Shani making more money than her dude and trying to say she's saying that a man can be a man and she don't feel like cooking. She ain't cooking. She gonna say whatever, Nicole. Like so all this let a man be a man. If she's making more money, that's where it gets skewed for me, Camari. Because she ain't gonna do it.
She's gonna say let's get DoorDash, let's get caviar, one of those spots. I mean, but
usually they be like, you ain't got to cook, girl. I'm gonna order. Like, oh my God, now he'll do that quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm about to make them. He's like, girl, you ain't got to cook. What y'all want to eat? I'm just gonna order y'all something.
Is that the NBA player?
So Tam said her ex
What's
dude
the
was
point?
a cook.
What's your point, Camari?
Nothing. I got nothing. It's the look.
I ain't cooking nothing, please.
No, I wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, I disagree, but okay. Okay. That's why I said the women making more money. Y'all can act like y'all want all y'all want that it don't matter, but it do. It absolutely
doesn't matter.
It changes your perspective, how you look at things, how you respond to things. So
I disagree with that. I think the only thing that changes is that they won't stay when they get physically abused. I think that's the only thing that changes.
Yeah,
that changes when you get
that changes.
But see, here's the thing: we don't want to talk about this. There's a lot of women that was getting they tail slapped back in the days. Nobody want to talk about that.
It was
a whole lot. And so again, when I say we want to model dysfunctional relationships, there was nothing functional about quote unquote traditional relationships. Yeah. Except that we were told that's the way they're supposed to be. And I ain't trying to come for nobody, but I'm just saying when you really think about it and look at it, there was a lot of dysfunction there. So if a woman makes more money than me, I'm cool with it. That's not going to change my position. I can be Stedman all day long.
No, but when I think you can be equal. Like when Tosh says she's make more than her dude, Shorty Doo-Wop, I'm assuming that it may be, a slight edge, but Stedman I think is like when you got a large variance, it's a difference with your male ego. I don't give a damn what anybody tells me. If we're close and you edging, you leaned in and took the victory. That's the difference because
I don't think people realize that Stedman is a G and accomplished in and of himself.
Yes,
he's very accomplished, and like these ain't no little minuscule accomplishments. The man's accomplished. And everything
he was accomplished before Oprah,
right? And still everything he does, but everything he does at this point is still going to be minuscule next to an Oprah. But he's still accomplished. But that wouldn't change my manhood. If I wanted Oprah to cook, she ain't cooking, but she probably wouldn't have cooked when she was making $50,000 a year anyway. We probably eat out, we order.
Yeah, that's probably what she did. Like I cook. That's what I do. That's what I've always done.
And you love to cook.
So that's what I enjoy. I enjoy taking care of the home. I actually enjoy that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So, I think the only problem is when we get to the point where we say people have to be in this box to be in a relationship. Everybody's household runs differently, right? So you got to do what works in your household. And again, there's a lot, speaking to black folks, right? There's a lot more sisters going to college. So sisters can get more corporate jobs, which tend to lead to making more money. So what are men going to do? Just acquiesce and say, hey, I'm not going to be a man because my lady makes more money than me. I mean, I've seen some men that say they don't want their women to go back to school and get more education because they are afraid. They won't articulate this, but they're afraid that they're going to get left behind. Oh, be supportive.
I mean, some people have it to where their man stays at home and he takes care of the kids and everything, and that works for them.
That's right.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. As long as
that's my point. And that's my point.
He's taking care of the home. She ain't working, and then she got to come home and do a whole nother job. I'm not saying do nothing, but just the whole thing. If he got the babies and he getting them to school, picking up the groceries or whatever it is, then that's teamwork. And I don't I don't see anything wrong with that.
But think about this though, right? If you're with somebody and you don't want them to be the best that they can be, that's dysfunctional. And there are a lot of sisters who have opportunities that the men don't.
And you think they hold them back just because they don't want them to be more successful?
A lot of them do. A lot of them.
It's all one pot though, but wow.
Or they cause drama. Yeah. You know women that's in this industry that's it's hard for women to stay in relationships because they man feel like, oh, she around these people, or she getting too big. Yeah. Oh, we can't have this, and then they start up a bunch of mess.
And I mean, here's the thing: people do change sometimes, right? Well, I say they don't change. Their inside just came to the front. That's all. But people change, sadly. But ideally, you should be encouraging your spouse, your wife, your lover to be the very best.
The best version of them. Look at you.
That's right.
That sounds like
a Hallmark card.
Yeah, something like that.
Whoever can get there, so we can live the lifestyle that we want.
Right.
That's all that matters.
I'm Desmond. I mean, not Desmond. I just said his name. What was his name?
Stedman Graham.
Stedman. I'm Stedman all day long. I'm Team Stedman.
Stedman Graham.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a shirt that says Team Stedman. Hashtag Team Stedman.
All right, so let's end the show on the same thing how we started. I got one last question for that couples game. What did Tosh say? But always don't think just because your wife makes 6 figures does not mean don't do nothing. Oh yeah, she making money. I ain't gotta do nothing. I can sit back. I can chill. All right. So the last one, Camari. So we was talking earlier. We did the couples thing, and we played the how many times you had sex on the first date. When people see y'all, do they say why is he with her, or can she do better? Here's the last one.
If your ex died today, would you cry?
I'm a human being. I'll cry. Like a human. Like a human.
What you mean like a human? Bitch, you better be a dog that day. I'll see you cry with that bitch. We gonna have an issue.
So bam. Wow. So if your ex cried died today, would you cry?
Which ex? Which ex?
That's what I was about to ask. Which one?
Which one?
You learning about your mate, Shine, and you crying if your ex died, you gonna cry
one?
To your new boo? I guess the one that you was the closest with. I guess the one
like the girl's dad. If the girl's dad passed,
I was about to say she crying about her baby daddy.
if the girl's dad passed, yes, because it's a couple of reasons why I'd be crying. They don't. So
you're still emotionally attached. See, that's the topic. Why are you still emotionally attached? You still got feelings for this Negro.
Making this ghetto logic mainstream.
That's the truth. If you crying, you still attached.
No.
I've cried about people dying that I ain't even know. Huh? No, but yeah, that was.
What's wrong with you?
That would be because that's strangers that I don't even know. You hear the story of how they died. It's sad. I cry. I'm an emotional person.
You ain't never seen a little kid get caught in a drive-by.
No, I'm talking about Shiny crying over her ex because there's still feelings there. If she's doing, come on, you crying over your ex?
That does not mean that there are still feelings there.
So the issue is, but let's call a thing, right? Jay, you feel nobody should be crying over their ex because they was slapping them cheeks previously, right?
If my wife crying over her ex that passed, I'm feeling some type of way. Yes.
Because they used to slap cheeks, right? That's why you feel some way.
You still have feelings.
But let's call a thing a thing. That's the only reason. If it was because of her cousin, or maybe it was her guy friend that she was never intimate with, you wouldn't have an issue with it, would you?
A guy friend, why are you that emotional? Did he try to holler? Did y'all smash growing up? Like,
they grew up next door. They never smashed.
Those are them questions I'm gonna be thinking and having. Y'all want the real deal, right? That's real. Why are you crying over some Negro that you no, suck it up. We move on. No, you got feelings and you caught up. That means this whole time I didn't realize how caught up you was.
So
shut up.
So I'm gonna share a part of a conversation I had with my 28-year-old son yesterday, and I said, "Son, he was talking about he's having with his current baby mama," and I said, you can argue, but at the end of the day, you have a responsibility to this young lady because you laid down and had a child with her. I said, just like I have a responsibility to your mom. He was like, you have a responsibility to my mom? I said, yes, I do. I said, I can't truly say I love you, son, without having at least some love for your mother.
Right.
And so if we want to be totally honest now, some people don't want to think about this at this level. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You can't love a thing and not love where the thing came from.
Mm-hmm. This is
true. And this is according to Camari.
Because
the thing came half from you.
Half.
You can love
Where the
yourself.
other half from? But because I love all my sons.
You can love yourself.
I love all my sons. So I love the half that came from me and the half that came from his mama. So at the very least, I might be upset with what the issue is. I at least had to pay homage to that, though. I at least
you don't love your baby mama? You don't love your baby mama?
Sometimes being transparent can get me in trouble. So I was it plead the fifth? I'm not getting involved in that.
If you would find love, and you wouldn't be so upset.
Huh? If I found love?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
See, I don't think people really understand what love is, though.
The baby mama. I'm not saying be in love with her, but just love.
No.
I don't think people know what love is.
People said I would stop thinking this and feeling this way 30 years ago.
No, listen, here's the thing. You are still hurt.
To let it go.
You're still hurt.
I did. I let it go. I don't care I don't think about her. I move on. It's over and done with. But you know, I get it. If your kid is hurting and you're consoling and all that, but me personally, nah, I could kick rocks, care less. Life goes on, and I keep it pushing. I know it's probably harsh to say. I know my wife tell me all the time, I can care less, but I keep it moving. I'm not having. I made that child too, though, Camari. So,
but if you see your child, if you see your child in pain, if you see your child in pain over their mother, would you care? Would you over their mother? Would you care?
No, as you see your kid in pain, that hurts. Yes, you want to console you. My kid was going crazy over a cat.
No. But I want you to hear the second part, though.
A freaking cat, but go ahead.
They're in pain over their mother that you have a problem with right now.
I don't have a problem with her. I don't have a problem.
Okay. You don't have a problem, but got a problem. Don't got a problem. Got
you. I swear to you, I don't.
All right, I got you. But do you care? But do you care?
I have no care, no feelings, no nothing.
Okay.
Jay Black needs a hug. Yeah, Jay, you need a hug.
Okay, Jay Black.
Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs.
Jay
Call it what you want. That's why I don't like to talk about that, because I know people think, look at, hey, no, I care that I care, but I don't care.
But look at what Kathy says, right? Plus, my ex gets on my last nerve, but I still consider him family. So they family, that means she loves him, right? Mm-hmm. As does he feel the same way about me. I just hung up the phone in his face yesterday. Then he called back to finish the conversation. Like, they got that deep love. They might get back together.
They probably won't get back together.
But the fact that she said, in all seriousness, the fact that she said that she considers him family and he considers her family. That's a love thing, right? And I might be going Afro Queen. No, that's cool. Afro Queen said I'm going a little bit deep, but what would happen in these co-parent relationships if we saw each other like family instead of these estranged relationships? What would the state of the Black community be at this point?
Here you go.
That's where I'm always at. So I ain't go there. I'm always there. God. Jay needs some crowd. Pour a little liquor out for it.
Now the Black family. So the black family is destroyed because God said, Camari, you're going to
there's a lack of love. There's a lack of love.
Yeah, we get into these places.
Every race got the same issues.
So we talking about Black people right now. We talking about Black people.
And they always say everybody bring up everything else. Nah, I just, you crying over X, that means you still got some feelings there, in my opinion.
That does not mean that. Oh my God. That mean that.
All right, I'll make a play for her baby daddy.
At least my wife, she cried with some dude. I don't know.
That does not mean that. I mean, weird. Now if you just
wife crying over man.
You just cry, like, oh, this is sad. Now, if you crying for weeks on at a time, I'm gonna be like, now what the hell is going on? But I mean, people handle things differently because it amazes me sometimes people that I don't know that pass, it affects me as if it was like somebody, I like be really hurt, and I'm like, I didn't even know this person. Why am I mourning?
My wife
their
cried
death
over
like
Kobe.
this?
She was crying for Vanessa. Like she felt like she knew
Yeah.
Vanessa. Like that
That
was
was
like I was
sad.
like she's really shedding tears, and she was going
Mhm.
through it for Vanessa. Like she knew Kobe and Vanessa. So I know people absolutely
It
does.
happens. So
So wait a
it
minute,
just-
Jay, you ain't feel no kind of way when Biggie died.
No, I was hurt. I didn't cry. I thought it's like a wow, like you can't believe it, like it's crazy. You have those moments, but
Yes,
I didn't
Tosh.
shed tears.
I cried over the line. I cried when
Oh, so
But I'm a
Mufasa
different
died.
thing. I'm a different person too when it comes to the
I
emotion
cried.
thing. Yeah, Shiny crying at movies.
I
I
cried when
naturally I don't
Mufasa
cry.
died. I cried when Ricky got
Sadly.
shot in Boys in the Hood.
not Ricky.
I cried at all of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a crier though. So
Some people
it
aren't.
is.
Some people are natural criers more than others, and maybe that's what it was.
Some people have been conditioned to say they shouldn't cry.
She cried with the Vanessa Bryant. Yeah, Vanessa and Kobe. That
Mm-hmm.
was for a lot of people. Some people cried when Michael Jackson died.
I cried. I cried when MJ died. I cried when Prince died.
I didn't cry when neither of them died. I was in shock. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's more like a shock. Like, damn.
I cried when
believe it,
Biggie
but
died.
I didn't cry when Biggie died. I ain't cry when Pac died.
I was well, Pac.
I cried when DMX died. I cried. I
was definitely upset when DMX died.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah, you feel
when
sad.
DMX died.
You do feel
Yeah.
sad. All the kids and
I cried when Michael K. Williams died.
yeah.
TikTok.
Lady Q, yes. Don't let her see a kid in distress or hurt or like she cries sometimes. Like, what? That's a shame what they did. Like, what are you crying over? A TikTok. Yes, she will cry over a TikTok.
That means she cares, Jay.
Yeah, she has a heart and blood running through her body.
No, that don't mean I don't have heart. I see that shady comment there. I do have heart and I do have blood rolling through. But it's more like, Dad, I don't know. I don't know. It's just different when it comes to me when certain things. But yeah.
Jay say I ain't crying. I ain't no punk bitch. I ain't doing none of that stuff.
No,
Baby,
crying does not
baby.
make you a punk, as my wife tells me all the time. Showing emotions make you blah 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 blah. Sometimes I just don't agree with it. I'm being honest, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that think like me. What Don saying? Thanks for
extending the show so I can get my workout on.
Don, because we were supposed to be done. Kamari said he had to go. Shiny had to go, but tomorrow we'll be
left.
back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yes, you did leave.
Yeah, Natasha, that was a deep one too.
When Prodigy died. I was listening to them this weekend. The Quiet Storm.
There's a war going on outside, no man a safe one.
Tam was distraught when Pac died and Nipsey Hussle.
I wasn't so
when
much.
Nip died, I was sad. I was sad. And I cried for Lauren and the baby. That's what
Lauren
I was
London.
just like,
Okay.
oh God. That is just
Yeah, Jay Black has been crying in the dark.
I don't cry.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Crying in the dark.
I don't.
You cried.
I don't, and
Jay
I think
Black.
I swear to. All right, I swear to God. I swear
Jeanette,
to
let
you,
me
I
ask
swear
Jeanette.
You can ask my sister.
When Jay was a baby and a young boy, did he cry ever?
Probably as a kid, but I know it since being a young teenage adult and moving on.
So you have tear ducts and they work.
My tear ducts is blocked. My mama tell you that.
Listen, Jay Black new name is Thug Love.
Whatever that means.
He don't cry. His new name is Thug Love. We don't cry. We don't cry. Tough enough.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I just naturally don't, and I don't know if that's good or bad. When if you don't release tears and how that affects things if it don't. But obviously I've been fine.
I cried this weekend, matter of fact.
Over what, Shiny?
I had to cry. Because this is the thing. I don't always cry when I'm sad. Sometimes if I'm really, really upset and I can't punch a wall or something, then I'll cry.
What about tears of joy, Jay?
Oh, and I do that too. I cry all the time. I just cry at everything.
When my son was born, I honestly, I had a couple moments when my wife got that pardon for me, that governor's pardon. I felt it was a weird emotion I had because that felony.
Wait a minute, you was in jail or something?
You know what? I feel like coming through this square and slapping Jay upside the head because I just heard him say when my wife got that governor's pardon for me. And
I said when my son was born, that was such an amazing.
Come on, Shawty, let him get it out. Let him get it
joyous moment.
create safe spaces.
I remember that moment. I remember seeing his forehead, and I remember I always wanted a son. Like she got me my son. Actually, my wife got all of my moments, you know.
I know. That's why I want to come through the box and pop him in the head for going to get a damn DNA test. Talking about this was the problem.
No, he was too light skinned for me. Kamari, my son came out so light skinned. I got a DNA test.
Whoa. You know what? I'm not.
I was like, this nigga.
I'm not going into that one. Y'all got that.
But anyway, no, it's not about me. It's about y'all. Y'all talk about y'all emotions.
We talking about
different.
you.
I'm different. I can admit I'm different when it comes to showing emotions. I hold all that stuff in, and
are you repressing?
I try to be the strong one, but I know you're not strong.
Are you repressing?
Repressing?
Are y'all live?
Yeah.
We live, Jeanette.
Yeah. Are you repressing? Because at some point, all that's gonna come out.
Frustrated. Shiny. Tosh said she cried when she frustrated.
Yeah,
Shiny cried when she get angry.
Boy, when I'm mad, woo.
So it's not tears of that. It's it's different.
Yeah, and that was Mountain Bike's first time seeing me do that, and he was.
So you cried in front of your dude for the first time, and he was like, "Well,
that wasn't the first time I cried in front of him. For that reason, though.
Lady Q, hey boo. Well, wait. So what did he think of you when you start crying? I know that had to be like, did he hug you? Did he just say you good? Did he rub your back? Did he just you need some water? Like what did
he? No, I mean he held me. But he didn't know why. I mean, he didn't know what was going on. And then eventually I started talking and telling him. But we be joking all the time. So halfway through it, we laughing and cracking jokes. Yeah.
She want to slap me, Tash. Tam, she want to come through the screen and all that.
Yeah, because boy. Lady Q better have everything she wants. I
do. I rock with my wife. That's why she got that stupid bag out of nowhere. That freaking Marc Jacobs bag that says the tote bag, Kamari. But what?
Thank you, Lady Q. Thank you.
She just put a finger and push my forehead and then leave.
If she didn't have her bonnet on, you would have got a full bush. We got the full bush.
Oh God. Oh God. I rocks with her.
Nah, scroll to the top, Jay. Scroll to the top, Jay.
That's Shiny doing this.
Oh, all right.
Oh, 8 benefits. Okay.
8 benefits of crying. Yeah, you need this.
Cry for Scrapple. I cry for some bacon if I got it. Wait a minute. 8 benefits of crying and why it's good to shed a few tears. I would love to hear this, Shiny. Can you read that? I can't.
Okay.
Give me a benefit of crying.
It has a soothing effect. Self-soothing is when people regulate their own emotions, calm themselves, and reduce their own distress. So when I'm frustrated, that's why I do that. Because that I get it out. And once I get it out, then I'm good.
Dewala says, real quick, too many people hold things in and turns into disease. What?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yep.
What? So if I don't cry, is a disease inside forming? Y'all crazy.
But no. Hear out, right? The emotions. A lot of times you're letting these emotions stay inside of you. You never get them out. Lady Q just talked about this too, right? You never get them out and then they manifest into something else.
Give me another one, Shiny. What's another reason why crying is beneficial?
Number 2, get support from others, as well as helping people self-soothe. Crying can help people get support from others around them. If somebody crying, I don't bother them because I don't give them tissue. I don't do nothing because you got to get it out. Because the minute you say, "Oh, here's some tissue," what they gonna do? They stop crying and know they need to get it out. Let them get it all the way out. Then we talk about it.
Quick story. Mike Shorn was in the airport just yesterday traveling, and he saw somebody at the at like a little restaurant on their computer crying. He said he went up to her and said everything is going to be all right. And the lady cried more and asked for a hug, and he ended up giving her a hug, and that was like such a huge relief for her. So like I guess people want that. I guess that sense of
connection also.
Yeah. So and I guess it makes you cry more when someone shows you and says that it's going to be all right. I thought that was weird, honestly, for somebody that can I have a hug? Like, who randomly wants a hug? But I guess if you're emotional,
just need a hug.
Yeah, that was a bit much for me. But yeah, at first I wouldn't have went up to the one and said it's gonna be all right. You crying? I'm minding my business. I'm staying over here. I'm not. Hey, I don't know what's going on, but everything's gonna be. No, that's not what I do. But anyway, go ahead. Give me another one. That was just a side note. When you said that, I thought about him telling me the story yesterday. Go ahead.
It helps to relieve pain. Research has found that in addition to being self-soothing, shedding emotional tears releases oxytocin and endorphins. These chemicals make people feel good and may also ease both physical and emotional pain. In this way, crying can help reduce pain and promote a sense of well-being.
I just don't cry. See, my sister even said she never saw me cry. I just don't cry. I'm sure my wife can say you the same thing. I don't cry, and I think I want to cry a little bit sometimes. I swear. All right, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. So let me stop talking. Let me stop talking. Kamari, this ain't no safe space. Kamari laughed at me. I'm not gonna talk.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No.
I got your back, Jay. I love you, Jay.
No,
I love you, Jay.
No, that's weird too. Nope. Bananas.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you. That's part of my life.
But I don't say it though.
Hey man, I love you, brother. Let's normalize black love, right? How about that?
Yes, it's right.
That's wrong with our people.
Among men, among black men, y'all need to tell each other y'all love each other
all the time. What do men think when a woman cry?
It depends. Sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's like, are you using this as a tool to manipulate me?
Why Shani laugh? Because some women do. Shani, you use it as a tool sometimes.
I have a name for it. I'm not gonna say it on here, but I have a name for that because I have to tell my kids that sometimes stop. They'll cry a certain way, and I'm like, listen, we're not gonna do this today.
Trying to fuck you up.
Yeah,
crying helps anxiety. Afro Queen said if I don't cry, her anxiety gets the best of her. So sometimes I guess because I developed anxiety. I wonder if I have those moments. I feel like that'll make it worse.
Look at number 5. Into it. Look at number 5.
All right, what's number 5?
Number 5 is.
Thanks for sharing, Afro Queen.
It enhances your mood. Number 4. Number 5 releases toxins and relieves stress. Yeah. When humans cry in response to stress, their tears contain a number of stress hormones and other chemicals. Researchers believe that crying could reduce the level of these chemicals in the body, which could in turn reduce stress. More research is needed into this area, however, to confirm this. But I know when I get it out, like this weekend when I had my moment,
it's a weight
it didn't last long. It was only about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then we were off to doing things, and we went and did some stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry at times.
Yeah, I will be mad too, Lady Q. I'll be mad too.
Yeah, no, Lady Q. She cry over everything. It gets on my nerves sometimes. Real talk. Like, I can be honest. Like, Jesus, what are you crying about now? What is it? Oh yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, they shouldn't have did that. Oh yeah, that was a problem. Like, why are we crying though? Like, Jesus. But I get it.
I just cried this morning. When I left, I took my kids to the bus. This is their first time ever riding the bus. And I was like, when they got on the bus.
Ain't your kids like 12 or 13? How old are your kids?
Yeah, they 11. I took them to the bus stop and they got on the bus. And I was like, I started to follow the bus to the school. But I said, okay, let me go back home.
Jay Black, do you cry when you open up your bills? I feel like I need to cry. I still don't understand how this Pico bill how they get me, but
what's the Pico bill?
Electric.
Oh, that's electric.
Oh, that's electric. Okay.
Yours is electric and gas, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Number 6, it aids in sleep. This is interesting. Number 7, it fights bacteria. Crying helps to kill bacteria and keeps the eyes clean, as tears contain fluid called ozone. Okay, the way you got to tell me how to pronounce. Isozymes. I hope I'm saying that right. Isozyme.
Lysozymes, I guess. That's an L.
On Wednesday, so, yeah.
And it improves your vision when you cry. So Jay, maybe
get out of here. Maybe that's why I had to start wearing glasses in my 40s. That's why my vision started to shift. It's like, hey,
wear them glasses if you cry.
Hey. Lady Q got jokes. She trying to be shady.
He was crying as a child because he was spoiled.
Yeah.
So what do you tell your son about crying? Does your son cry?
I'd be like, toughen up. I'd be like, until she get mad. Don't you tell him that? I'd be like, man up. You good. You all right. You shake it off. Shake it off. You good. Shake it off. And she hates when I do that. But I hate when, if you get hurt, shake it off. Toughen up. You got it. It ain't as bad as you think it is. Stop crying.
So
you hit your toe.
I think there's a balance, right? I do think there's a balance, right? So some women want,
hates it when I do that.
Right. So some women want the young men child to go all the way to that part. You got it. You do have to man up to a certain degree. Now, here's the problem. But here's
let's let that marinate for a minute. Kamari said you do have to man up to a certain degree. Let's understand and respect that man's opinion that he said you have to, if a little boy hurts themselves and want to cry, is a certain point they have to man
But see,
up.
I did the same thing with my daughter too, though. So I try to be equal opportunity. Yeah, but think about why there's so many men in prison right now. Black men.
They wouldn't cry.
A lot of them are emotionally. A lot of them are emotionally imbalanced. They don't know how to handle their emotions.
Lady Q about to come in there on you, boy.
She really doesn't get angry.
Jay Marie.
I just don't want to see my son crying. What up, Jay Marie? Over something that I know that it ain't that bad. Like, let's figure out how to figure out a way
the real
around
reason
it.
why you want him, the real reason why you don't want him crying is because you know the world's rough, and you know as he goes out into the world, if he starts crying, he automatically lost a lot of times.
The world is not going to care.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I'm behind on these comments. I'm sorry, y'all.
I talk to myself too, Tosh.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's a little crazy. Did you responding to yourself?
I sure do. I answer myself too. I talk to myself. I talk to myself because there is no one to talk to. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah, people always ask why I do what I do. Is that Bobby Brown?
I talk to myself. I can't remember who
that is. Bobby Brown. That was Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all need to cry. Go and get to Lady Q's comment. Go and put it up there.
I don't even know what this one. Full stop.
Don't tell my son to be tough. I refuse to have him torture a woman with his emotional immaturity because he can't show emotions.
See how she go real left with it? That does not mean he's going to grow up and torture a woman because he don't want to cry because I totally disagree with her every time she brings stuff like this up, and she think because she went to college, talk certain words and say sentences that whatever, just talk real, and that doesn't mean that.
No, that's not. Well, I just brought it up though, right? Why a lot of black men in prison because they don't know how to process their emotions.
Here come the door.
Listen, it is.
Here come the door.
Yo, why don't you lock the door?
That's why I need to just lock the door.
You gonna get don't you listen to Camari?
Yeah, don't listen to me.
I can't even hear you.
And a female is going to be fucking tortured because she can't understand why her husband or her man is so upset about something or angry or taking shit out on her or shutting down.
Yo, just take the bonnet off and jump on
shut down. I don't want to be bothered. I don't talk about shit. Because you taught him to toughen up, so I can't tell you that I'm feeling XYZ because that makes me less of a man.
He could speak his mind. I'm just saying all the tears.
What if he can't get the words? What if he ain't got the words to speak his mind to express his anger?
Well, that's when you take a step back and you walk away and gather your thoughts.
You was a grown ass man. You don't have words to express your anger.
I do. I got shut down. I step away.
Shut down is not expressing shit.
Shutting down is letting you know clearly.
No, that's because I've been with you for 14 fucking years. That's why I know what that means. A normal person don't fucking know.
Don't say I'm not normal.
Y'all should have your own.
You can't say that I'm not normal because if I shut down, some people shut down. That's what we do. We don't want to deal with it at that moment.
And where to go? That means it's festering and it's going to come the fuck back up because why? You didn't get it out.
Can y'all get your own show?
There's no conversation. It's called communication because the problem will come back again because you just shut it down. It wasn't solved. It wasn't fixed. It wasn't discussed. The root wasn't cut. That's the problem. So if me crying gets the fuck out or me blubbering while I'm crying in tears and my emotion comes out, it's done. I'm not.
She ain't lying though.
But you heard Camari say there's a level of crying for boys that they need to man up.
The boy busts open his goddamn knee. You tell him to toughen up. Blood gushing everywhere. You trying to toughen up. Fuck out of here.
Because it's a little painful, but he ain't got to sit there and cry like that.
Hurts.
But he can hold, suck it up a little bit.
And he's 9.
He's 9 and he's learning that if you bust up your knee,
it hurts.
You're gonna have more cuts and scrapes in life.
And it's gonna hurt every damn time. It's gonna hurt every damn time.
I need some coffee for this.
I did. I told him toughen up. Lock the door behind you.
I know how to pick the lock.
That's the promo.
That's the promo. I know how to pick the lock, damn it.
I know how to pick the lock. What? What is this you said, Camari?
So Shawnee, you said you was talking.
But we just gonna let that ride that y'all agree with what everything she just said.
Wait a minute.
So hold on.
Wait, we got to deal with that.
I need a debrief moment because I know I'm not the only one to think like Camari. You just said it's
no, but it's two sides. So she's partly right, and you are partly right. Right? A young man does have to be a young black man, right? Because all my commentaries for black folks does have to have a certain level of tenacity and strength and stick-to-itiveness. And yes, in those times when he's in pain, you have to teach him to learn how to feel the pain and go through the pain. But Lady Q's also right too, because like I said, and I'm not a therapist, y'all. There's a lot of black men in jail because they don't know how to handle their emotions. Now, I don't think she should do it because he's going to torture some young lady. I think y'all should teach him to be emotionally balanced and responsible so he doesn't torture himself. But that's a whole other thing. It's a whole other thing. But when y'all gonna start y'all show, because Lady Q be making some good points though.
She does.
Don't tell her that. Do not tell her that. She already be thinking she be right half the darn time. And just because I have a different opinion, gonna say not normal people. So you're trying to say I'm not normal when you say normal people.
That's all he called out of the whole conversation.
So now the narrative is you're talking down. I felt the attack when you say normal people, as if I'm not normal because I think differently than you. That makes me not normal. No, that's foul. That's wrong.
But her point was bigger than that little piece. But she said that,
but
and
when
that's
you say
all
stuff
you
like that, it changes the
on.
narrative. Now I can't focus on nothing else but the fact that you said I'm not normal. So now we need to address that.
No, you need to stick to the topic. You don't need to address that.
Well, normal people do. What?
I would love to see what a counseling session would look like with y'all.
That's why I need Mo sometime. But Mo don't want to give me one of her peoples because she say I'm not normal too sometimes, which is foul. That's so foul. Like they foul how they treat me, Camari. A man can't speak his mind without people perceiving him as being not normal because he's sharing his thoughts. This is my truth for me. This is what I'm thinking. So we need to work on that portion of it and focus on that to move and grow. But you can't talk to me the way you think you can talk to me and think you're going to get something out of me. Let's talk my language for me to understand. And a real therapist will probably say that.
But you're changing the subject. The subject was about the little boy crying.
I don't
about
want my son crying like that.
And then you took it to you talking about
But here's the thing, Jay. Here's the thing. You also don't want to pass on bad behavior to our.
It's not a bad. You saying I'm bad.
Hear me out. You're not under attack. You're not under attack. I'm on your side, brother. I'm on your side. Calm down. I'm here. You believe that you don't want him to cry because you don't cry, right?
I believe that as a young male growing up in this world, a young black man, all that extra crying when things aren't needed to cry for. Sometimes you can't be crying over everything. I get it if you're in pain and you going this. Let's still want to toughen up a little bit in those moments, but yeah.
So is the conversation, son? Right now, I know you're in pain, so it's okay to cry, but there are times where it is okay for you to cry, or is it just don't cry? Don't cry.
No,
toughen up, man up.
I do say toughen up, man up, and stop with all the tears. And, it ain't as bad. Look, hold it together. Stay, like it's like trying to, I guess it's encouragement too of all this screaming and crying. What is it really solving? Like just you can let it out, but Jesus, figure out how to mask some of that. And how to hold that in.
But why should we have to mask anything now?
Because the world ain't gonna be
holding it in. One day he's gonna explode.
But,
you have to get it out.
And I say this in all love, right?
So you need to come out.
Because Don makes a very good point, and I would like to go back to Jay Marine's point too, if we can, when you get a chance.
About the therapy.
Yeah, but
holding in.
Both.
Or shutting down, because she said one about shutting down. Because I
shut down. Shana, you shut down too.
I do. If it's too much, I shut down. I have to go take a break.
But how are we giving our children the coping mechanisms to move forward? So, Jay, trust me, I understand, and I'm guilty of a lot of the same. But at the same time, we also have to encourage our children, especially our young men, to be able to deal with their emotions. Because if they don't learn how to deal with their emotions now, it could put them in a worse situation later. Forget about the young lady.
Teaching them though? Isn't that teaching them how to be in that moment of pain, how to deal with their emotions, to hold it, to figure it out?
You told them to mask. You told them to mask. Our people had to mask their feelings when they were in enslavement. That wasn't what they were truly feeling. They never had a chance to have an outlet. Think about why hip hop is the way it is, why it's so aggressive, why it's so gritty, why it's so raw, because Black people typically have never had an opportunity to truly and fully embrace and express themselves. And those things tend to come back and manifest themselves in bad ways a lot of times. So you got to teach them how to process those emotions, not repress them, but process them.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and I'm not a therapist.
I agree with that. I mean, from going to therapy, I've learned that you got to get it out.
Right.
You got to get it out some kind of way.
And
where
so
you're not hurting nobody.
I wanted to talk about Jay Marie because I think this is big, right? Because in our community, therapy a lot of times is still stigmatized. So I wanted to give her kudos for this, right? I didn't want this to go by and not acknowledge that.
Yeah,
so
thanks for sharing that. Go ahead.
I'm a shutdown type. This is why I'm in therapy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope.
My 18-year-old son said because of me, he wants to do it and have a list of perceived issues, and so he wanted the way he can address it. Yeah. So she's having a dialogue with her son. Yep, as well. I'm sorry I missed a lot of those comments. I tell my son to cry, but also I told him to speak with his father as well. So that's a man to a man. That's the angle she's going with.
Yeah.
That's old mentality though, Tosh. Don't think like me.
That's old mentality.
When
She's
the normal
cry.
people don't. But she's saying let a man be a man and talk to another man about it and have those dialogue with a man, which I agree. But some of that y'all say is not normal.
But I think that's good, and we are seeing more Black men talk to each other. We're seeing, because it's a clip on Instagram. I don't know if y'all did it when I left or if we're getting ready to do it on another show. A show coming up where I think it's a basketball player. Is he a basketball player? And he's sitting there talking to a group of guys about some situations that's going on. And he starts to cry. And they're there. The other Black men are there to support him because they understand what he's going through because they've been in that situation.
What about Juwan Howard? Did anybody see Juwan Howard over the weekend?
What Juwan do?
Now Juwan Howard is the one that coached that
Michigan.
He smacked the Michigan coach that smacked the other coach and got suspended because he's almost a 7-foot Black man smacking a white guy after the game, but they didn't want to shake hands.
Yesterday?
Yes, they won.
I watched part of the game, and then
he was suspended. He got back. He's back, and so what did he do yesterday?
So I do want to show y'all that other clip because that was a man talking to himself about bigging himself up about his success.
On Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one here is another IG clip. That one's Juwan Howard, and this is a 180 of his previous behavior.
Let's check out Juwan.
Mm-hmm.
I like Juwan. I always like Juwan. I think this is it. Oh, ain't got no sound. Oh, yes, it does.
Wait, they won or they lost? Or is it Tears of Joy?
Who played at Tennessee though? He hugging somebody from Tennessee.
Yes.
Is that his son?
No.
Who is that?
Just another Black player. Another Black man.
And the baby lost, so they upset because they lost. Oh,
he's showing some compassion. Look, that they out and the Bulls hurt. They not
to
making
another
it the Final Four.
Black boy. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Love Juwan. Love Juwan. First Black man to smack a white man in the face and nothing happened. Yes,
he got suspended.
Shana, can you read Dr. Mark's quote?
Okay, Mark says, I love this video of Juwan Howard consoling a Tennessee player after his team beat them. Everyone who criticized Howard for his actions a few weeks ago, myself included, should be celebrating him now. This was such an important and beautiful moment. Salute to him for modeling grace, dignity, tenderness, and care. This is leadership. This is brotherhood. This is love. Well, first of all, Mark, I don't understand why you had a problem with Juwan when he slapped the man in the face.
The same reason I had a problem with it. It was inappropriate.
Why?
Go ahead.
No, it was not. He was out of line. The man should have stopped. I mean, that's the thing. People see that. People in these boundaries.
Let's not distract for the moment.
Let Juwan have his moment.
Let's Juwan have his moment, right?
He shows some love and
people
empathy.
like that and not expect to get slapped in the mouth. You cannot do that. This is the real world here. You better get yourself together.
But I think that's a great example of black men consoling other black men while they're crying.
Ain't nothing wrong with Juwan. Wasn't nothing wrong with Juwan yesterday, and wasn't nothing wrong with him a couple of weeks ago when he slapped that man in the mouth. That was not wrong. That man was wrong. But everybody jumped on Juwan, and it's like
the man did not strike him. Listen, if we was in a court of law, Juwan would get locked up. The goal is to keep black men out of prison. And we got to keep black men out of prison at all costs.
And I applaud Juwan Howard for being a black man.
All right, make sure you put something on his books too.
I will. I'll write him and all that. I sure will.
Give his baby mama some money too.
I sure will. Baby, what y'all need? What y'all need? Because Juwan. Thank you, Juwan. Thank you, Juwan.
Yes. Yes,
for
good
both.
moment after Queen said she watched that game. So good. Yes. So Michigan moves on. They still playing. Juwan shows so good. So he's in the news for some positive light. Right. That's good.
Yeah, I hope they win it all. Now, come on,
might
Juwan.
be back tomorrow.
And so, Jay, I was saying, that was an instance of one black man consoling another black man, and how it could also be a teaching moment too. You can do all the things at the same time.
That's good. And the people are gonna say, "What is his father in his life?" I'm sure somebody gonna be thinking.
I'm not going that deep.
Yeah, there we go. With that.
Yeah. So.
Now, what was this one?
Now, Shani, you said you talked to yourself. This guy was talking to himself. Now, allegedly, I don't know the whole backstory, but he was saying he's proud of himself.
Oh, he's talking to himself. Let me put this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, black man.
Who is he talking to? Oh, he's talking to himself.
He's talking to himself.
Wait, who is the lady and the kid? That's his family?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just talking to
black man. I'm proud of you, black man. I'm proud of you, black man.
Oh, let me read it.
He's just crazy.
I'm proud of you, black man.
He's just talking to himself out of nowhere. Man, he's proud of himself.
Okay, well, let me read this. Okay, it says, I'm proud of this black man. I am the only black man in the country to match into triple board residency this year. For context, I was digging in dumpsters for dinner with my mother and little sister. I was a security guard at the same hospital. I eventually was a medical student. I had to do this with my wife and 2 daughters, so I didn't have any days off. That's why I'm so proud of this black man. It's been so hard to say that out loud, but I decided that it's about time I talk to myself. I'm proud of you, black man. And he got every right to be proud of himself, because that's a lot.
I get it.
And he didn't stop. Most people give up. They just say, oh, it's too hard. I can't do it. And they find another. Right.
He's crying. Those are tears of joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Russell. I hate when these names are all together. Dr. Russell.
Shani, I don't feel so bad because I thought I was the only one. It's like, I can't read. Russell Ledette, I believe his name is.
Okay, so how many L's on here?
So he's an MD, he's an PhD, and he's an MBA as well. Talk about black excellence.
Let me go follow him on social media. See, people like that deserve to be followed.
It's a little weird that we can acknowledge out of nowhere. He's just screaming that he's proud of himself. I don't know. I would find that you would look at that sideways. If you was out in them streets at that event and you see this guy, I'm proud of you, you would think this is another little cuckoo. Like you would not.
Wait a minute. If we in church,
you wouldn't understand the context of him being homeless and
church,
you see the accomplishment and why.
If we in church and Sister Mary McClure with the big hat on get the Holy Ghost, that's not weird.
No, I get what you're saying in church because you're expecting the Holy Ghost to hit people. When you're out and about, that's not normal. As you talking about normal, she talking about
the Holy Ghost hits you at any time.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying from afar, you going down in the train station or you walking in the mall and somebody screaming, "I'm proud of you!" Like it's going to, you're going to think something, you're going to keep it pushing. You're going to think, oh, that's a weirdo. But I'm just saying, but I get the message behind it and the accomplishment, and that's a big deal for him. And I guess it just came out in that moment when he realized, wow, I've been through a lot and I made it, and I'm proud of you, black man. If nobody else tells me that, I'm telling myself that. I get that whole joyous occasion, and absolutely, that's a major accomplishment. But I don't know if that would be for me to express my thoughts and my emotions just walking in the mall.
But Jay, guess what? If you did all that and you wanted to express it and you cried, it'll be all right.
Patrice crying right now. Patrice just over his story.
That made me tear up too reading his story, because so many
Lady
people
Q
will not. They will not fight through it. They will give up.
They give up.
They
That's
will
true.
give
That's
up.
true.
He was
on the serious
homeless.
side of things.
Had to, the hospital that he working at is the hospital that he was a student at. Now he's doctor, MBA,
That's
and
right,
what
Patrice.
else?
Yeah.
PhD, doctor, like medical doctor, PhD doctor, and an MBA.
Yeah, those are the things that we should share and make trends, because that is and they talk so. Y'all know society speaks so poorly of black men. Y'all supposed to be lazy and don't want to do nothing, and living off women. Clearly, he's not living off a woman.
But wait a minute, I thought you weren't a real man if you don't lead your household and provide. But you can live off a woman.
But he did lead his household. He taught his kids something very valuable, that money.
That's right, Afro Queen. That's right. Normalize loving yourself out loud. That's right.
He taught them something. Them kids know how to be unstoppable. They don't know nothing. They might not realize it today, but I bet you when they 30 and they get in a jam, they'll be able to pull from that energy and experience, knowing that their dad went through all of this. So no, he is leading his family. How can you say he wasn't leading his family?
Just saying. But I was talking about living off women. Okay. There's a lot of dudes living off women. But listen, I gotta run, y'all. I got a bunch of taxes to do. But what I want to say, I want to say,
got some taxes to do.
Yeah, I got some taxes to do. Jay, I love you.
Shani, I appreciate you, son.
Y'all keep being great.
Why you can't say I love you back, Jay?
I appreciate you.
That's all right, Jay. I love you. I'm a loving to death. I'm a loving. That's my guy.
We've been kids. We've been literally kids growing up together in middle school, elementary school. Like, So,
we actually went to camp together. You forgot. That's how we.
You went to the overnight camp too? You was there?
The Christian camp. Yes.
Oh. That was such a joyous. I talk about that. Them 2 weeks was the best 2 weeks as a kid. Like, I learned how to swim. A black kid learning how to swim, that was a big deal. The horseback riding, the four wheels, the quads.
You was up there shooting guns.
So you was with when we snuck over to the girl side, and we got all them good memories as a kid. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know you was there, Camari.
Yeah, we did like 2 years. I know I did.
Yeah, I did, and I begged my mom to extend. I remember. Wow, okay, we gotta catch up on that because I just ran into a couple other people that went.
Well, a bunch of some of us that went to our school was there too. If you remember.
Yeah, we got to catch up on that because that was literally one of the best memories I have as a kid. I remember those moments. But yeah. But I appreciate you, Camari. Go get them taxes done. We have you next Monday as well, right? Every Monday we got you here. And whatever else comes up from the Joey B, when he signs off, I don't know if it's more relief coming or more debt or whatever. Just keep us up to date, and we appreciate you each and every Monday.
He needs to sign off on something.
All right,
love y'all.
Take
it
easy.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Camari. See you next week.
It was something Tosh said earlier that I felt weird. I thought about. I said, "Oh, maybe I should try that." Where did she say that?
I don't know.
About standing in the mirror or something. Where was that comment at? This one. It's hard to speak to you.
Important. Mm-hmm. It's hard to speak to yourself in the mirror and say it. I cried trying to give myself positive affirmations.
And I had a vision of me standing in the mirror talking to myself, and it made me feel weird. Like
why?
I don't know. You can stand and talk to yourself in the mirror and
I sure can. I can sit in the car and drive and talk to myself. I can get groceries.
Give yourself positive. I got this. You like the verbalize it out loud. You can do that.
Yes, absolutely. Have to.
That's interesting.
I mean, when you think about stuff that you go through, and everybody has struggles, so. Everybody has struggles, and I know it's some places I want to get. So if I got to encourage myself, because everybody ain't encouraging at the time that you need encouragement. And for me, I'm gonna tell you, I won't tell y'all when something is going. Like, it really got to get bad.
How
Before
we
I
got
come to
this
y'all.
morning when you dropping the F-bomb, shutting people down and going.
Oh no, that ain't bad. No, that ain't bad. No, I mean like it got to get real bad before I call y'all and be like, hey, I'm down. It's plenty of times that I'm down and I'm dealing with stuff, but I talk myself out of it. I talk myself out of it. I ain't pull myself back up. You gotta get back up.
I mean, self-love isn't selfish. I did a post like that before, and I thought that was really deep. Self-love isn't selfish. So we should show it. We could post ourselves and say something positive, and that's not selfish. But I never just thought about being in the mirror talking to myself. Wow, that's interesting and deep.
Yeah, because only you know your struggles. You know what you're struggling with.
Yeah.
You don't know. So you have to talk yourself up.
Oh, I missed it. I tell him you said thank you, Tam.
Oh no, I put it up there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you might have missed these two.
Yeah,
right.
you now you caught up.
Yeah,
That's about where I stopped.
Context. Thanks, Camari. Don Page
We
said
got
thanks.
you through your workout. All right.
Oh, Don, he made it through his workout. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Say it with your chest. Oh, okay, J Black done. I got excited. Yeah, I did get excited. Because when he went, because the overnight camp, like if y'all ever send your kids out, let them go overnight camp when they're young. Because there's so many moments and joy and their peers and fun.
Have that?
I don't even know. Do they do overnight? Oh, dang. They might not do overnight camps no more.
They do that.
Man, that was a lot of fun. They taught me how to swim. I one of them black kids, and we don't teach our kids how to swim, and that was me. And they taught me how to swim and a bunch of other stuff. Archery, I learned how to do bow and arrows. It was a lot of how to horseback ride. I want to take my son horseback riding this summer, actually. Stuff like that is fun to do. All right, are we done? Let me see. Tosh, beautiful thing. They black, keep it going. You have to.
We almost made it to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Jay,
Shawnee,
look at that.
Right. Who knew? And I'm the biggest.
Yes, Lady Q.
I give myself pep talks all the time. Yeah, she writing a diary. She be writing and talking to herself. She cries. She's like,
balanced. She's a normal person.
Don't say normal because it makes me think you're saying that I'm not normal. I just another trigger now. It's a new trigger for me.
All I said was Lady Q is normal. I didn't say nothing about you.
Speaking things into existence is a real thing outside of church.
Yes.
So as a man,
I agree with J. Marie. I agree with J. Marie all the way. You have to. And being around positive people, like you have to clear your circle and even like what you watch, what you're listening to.
Mm-hmm.
When you trying to do something, you gotta remove all of that. No,
I'm not doing overnight camp in 2022. Kids is wild.
Yeah.
I don't even, like I said, we don't even know if they even offer overnight camps anymore for kids. But I know I think it'd be good to consider if they do for your kid. Good learning experience, good independence and growth and all that good stuff. I never seen overnight camp anything. Yeah, so it might be an old thing. It might be
I don't think they do that.
Late 80s. It might be just the 80s because I think that's when it was. It had to be the 80s I went. So
yeah, the 80s we had them, but now with kids getting molested and kids being exposed to more,
it was happening then. I'm sure of it too. We just wasn't.
I'm pretty sure they were getting molested and felt up by the camp counselors, but now the kids know more. Like they go into camp little and they already know what sex is, like know what it is because of Google and Siri, and they got their phones and all. Nope. My daughter wants to have a sleepover for her birthday. I said they can't bring their phones. Their mama's got to keep their phones. I'm not gonna be responsible.
Girl, I think I'm gonna talk into the mirror today. It's gonna feel so awkward for me. I can't talk to myself. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to, because I like to say things like have that one positive thought every morning. That's what you're supposed to do. They say you do it for a certain amount of days. It does change your outlook. So I've been trying to do that. But I'm generally a positive person. We'll figure it out. It ain't that bad. Everything's all right. Like that's generally who I am. Whatever the issue is, whatever, we'll figure it out. Like that's always been my mentality. So I usually don't feel like I need to do that. But I guess if it can help add more, if like Dwayla.
That's my best friend since third grade.
Wow, y'all go to overnight camp?
No, we ain't never do overnight camp. We did band camp together.
Third grade. So the whole y'all were like 8 years old.
I was 7. I was 6 or 7.
which is really why I'm getting back into music, expressing my emotions and so on. Yes, J. Marie, poetry, your music, do it. Why not?
Her clothes, Dirty Words Apparel.
Dirty Words Apparel. I saw the hoodie. I saw some radio personalities opening up packages, rocking and stuff. J. Marie is she's doing a lot.
She's doing it.
Yes,
she's doing her live on Instagram now. She has her show.
She be talking a lot of some sex stuff sometimes. I be like, what's going on here? I be trying to figure it out.
Well, that's her show.
I be trying to sometimes, I want to just see. I be popping in, and then it gets a little awkward. Then I leave, and then I come back again. But no, J. Marie, keep doing. I'm gonna try to join in some of those.
I was listening to that too this weekend, Natasha.
Shani, man.
Matter of fact, we listened to that on the way to date night when we were going to rob the bank.
And that'll get you right.
We had to get in the mood. I had to get him in the mood to go rob the bank. Yeah.
What did Sandra say? I'm sorry. You got it. I got it. You create your own reality. That's so true. These are deep perspectives and stuff. So I'm a literally, I swear to you, Shine, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to talk in the mirror today.
You should try it.
I'm gonna try to say something to myself. But if I feel weird, I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna try.
No, don't stop. Say everything. It's just you in the mirror. Can't nobody hear you but you.
It feels weird to me though. I can't be the only one that's thinking that. To just talk to yourself in the mirror.
You just have to start doing. I remember I worked at this radio station, and we had a sales person that would write notes, and they fired him. And so when they were going through his stuff, taking it out, they, a group of them were laughing, and I was like, "What y'all laughing at?" And they was like, "Oh, we found all these notes that he wrote, saying I'm going to be great today, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that." And I'm like, "But why is that funny?" And they were like, "But he was the worst salesman that we had." Yeah, but I mean, he's encouraging himself. Maybe if he was encouraged a little bit more, he would have done better than y'all, instead of y'all sitting up here laughing at him.
They laugh because he was writing it down what his goals and ambitions were.
I'm like, why is that funny? That's not funny. What y'all bring in this month? Shoot, you about to get fired too. You ain't know? Yeah.
Kathy was a sad kid because she never got picked to go to overnight camp from the gym teacher. With some of her friends there. I guess they were selective. They were.
I never went to overnight camp. I never wanted to go. Yeah, that's not something I wanted to do. I wasn't, Girl Scouts and all that.
Yes, it works even on the flip side. For instance, if you say you're a giraffe.
Yeah, giraffe.
Saying that, eventually your mind will believe it.
Yes, you're a giraffe. Like, I identify as a rich woman. Multi-millionaire. Yeah, I identify as a billionaire. Yeah, I keep saying that.
It's a joke in there, but
it's not no joke in there.
No, I'm talking about from the giraffe thing. Like, no, yeah, you good. I'm talking about from the giraffe thing. But all right, hey, affirmations. That's my takeaway. Besides Lady Q saying that I'm not normal for all y'all to hear, my takeaway is affirmations. Just say it, and and those things will, consume you and be planted. Yeah.
All right, Taylor's wrap us up.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Great show, y'all. Great show. Time to wrap it up.
He was trying to write down your goals on a sticky note, put it on the mirror and read it every day. I'm gonna try some of this stuff. I swear, I'm gonna try to be more. I'm gonna try some things I usually don't try because I'm always stuck in my ways. But I'm gonna try to open up a little bit. So let's see how things go. All right.
Yeah. Let's try this. So,
J. Marie,
well, love me for who I am, not for who you want me to be. And I got something to add to that. Don't let nobody come in your house and mess up your floors. Stand up for what you believe in and protect yourself, your fort, your feelings at all costs every day.
We'll be back tomorrow. Mike, Sean should be back. Sexy Mo should be back. All four squares should be here. And we have a new mix hopefully tomorrow morning to get us going.
Yes, we have another mix.
Bright
tomorrow is Turn Up Tuesday.
Turn Up Tuesday.
Yep.
I love it. Awesome. We appreciate everyone. Love y'all. And y'all.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.